TV sometime. Man, what are you worried about? So he goes, sure, kunk, kunk, you know, and I'm like, ma yon yon. Anyway, so the next day, identity guard calls me and says someone.
This is Reverend coming to you live from the Comedy Mothership here in Austin, Texas, for a brand new episode of Kill Die. Get up for Tony. It's good. Who's ready for the best fucking night of their lives, huh? That felt good. How about a hand for Red Band, everybody? Hola! And how about one more time for the best damn band in the land? That is Raul Vallejo, Carlos Sosa, Fernando Castillo, and Big Mike, Michael Gonzalez on the drums. I gotta say, he's bigger than ever. He looks fucking huge today. That is Shane Greenberg on the guitar, everybody. Am I saying that right, Shane? Sean? All right. S-H-A-A-N on my fucking sheet. I had a 50-50 shot at it. Either could be Sean or Shane. This is what happens. That's the cameraman, Yoni, over there giving me fucking S-H-A-A-N. Take a good fucking guess. Flip a coin. Never seen Sean spelled that way. But you got to take a chance everywhere. What's Shane Greenberg? One more time. He's a Jew, I do believe. Greenberg. And this is Jay Styles joining us on the keys, everybody. John Dees and Matt Mueling are out touring arenas with some big musician or some shit. I don't know what they're doing, but I like these guys. I like Jay Styles and Sean Greenberg. And believe it or not, this is D Madness here on the bass guitar, everybody. Very exciting stuff. I am excited about this episode. It's going to be a doozy. Before we get started, here's a little bit more from the amazing sponsors that made it all possible. Are you guys ready to start tonight's fucking show, huh? You know, every single week, I know I always hype up every single week because I book it so that it's entertaining for me. Well, this is one of those weeks where, without a doubt, it's entertaining for me and for the people. Because, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is a one-guest night. And that one guest happens to be the reigning, defending, undisputed guest of the year of 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the long-awaited return of Harland Williams. Make some fucking noise for Harland Williams, people. Come on in, Harland. Harland Williams of the Harland Highway. So many great things. One of the best comedians in the world. One of my favorite comedic actors.
Thanks,
Dumb
brother.
and Dumber.
Thank you. Thank you.
There's
brother.
something about Mary. Employee of the month.
Thank you. Is there something wrong with your neck, by the way?
I get a little excited.
I feel like I
get
should
a
be
little...
in a new movie, the Tourette's movie. What the hell is...
How we feeling tonight,
Good,
Harland?
buddy. I brought a little thingamajig if I could...
What happened?
Well, nothing happened to me, gang, comedy gang. But, you know, in all these award shows, they have like a silver buzzer, a golden buzzer.
Mm-hmm.
And every now and then we get comics. You know, everyone tries real hard, like. And every now and then we get one that needs a little help, a little extra help. So tonight I'll be giving away the silver crutch.
Ooh-wee! I love it. This is very exciting.
Some lucky comedian, in fact, the luckiest comedian.
Yeah, the one that needs it the most.
Get a little extra kick with the silver crutch.
The silver crutch. We've found the sound effect of the silver crutch.
Oh, nice.
It is that. Red Band has selected. He never knows what sound's going to play on his soundboard.
I was thinking it'd be more like someone's tripping down stairs.
Okay,
really.
let's do something like that.
Not at the Addams Family house.
Okay.
All right, Barney Rubble tripping downstairs. Thank you.
Yeah. How about that?
I don't use a vibrator, but thank you.
Harland, the reigning, defending guest of the year, here to perhaps be the first ever two-time guest of the year.
Oh, come on.
Anything can happen.
Oh, now, Sally Struthers.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Don't
And
struther me up, Sal.
that's what I do. Everyone knows that I am the Sally Struthers of this show. And so you know how it works, Harland.
Yeah.
Over 200 people signed up for this show. They are all in the bar next door.
200?
Over 200.
Whoa, dude.
We're gonna let this this dying little boy here. He's very sick with something. I'm not sure what it is. He takes the name. He hands it off. It is legible. And you know how it works. When it's their time, they get 60 seconds uninterrupted. You know their time is up and you hear the sound of a kitten. That means they have to wrap it up then, or else they bring out the angry West Hollywood bear, which interrupts them. And then I conduct an interview, and me and Harlan find out what the fuck is what. Stars are made, and idiots are found. Here, out of this magical bucket, for this is the #1 live podcast in the world. And you are the returning guest of the year. Let's start it off with a bang. Your first set tonight is going to an old friend of the show, a very, very controversial character. Some people love him, some people don't love him at all. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been watching him grow over the past couple years. This is a brand new minute from the one and only Uncle Laser.
Some people got a face for radio. I got more of a face for cuckolding. The bar the other night, older gentleman comes to me and goes, man, we love you on that Kill Tony show. We love you a lot. He said, me and my wife are here renewing our vows. For 30 years we've met in this bar. He goes, man, it's on my bucket list if you'll have sex with my wife while I watch. I said, man, you didn't want to go skydiving? You want me to fuck your wife? He said, man, I'd be willing to give you 1,000 shekels for your time. Well, let's take a look at her, at least. So he, that's never good, you know. His fucking vending machine comes up out of the bathroom. From a distance, her skin was leathery. Up close, her skin was leathery. She looked like an old fucking Buick seat. I said, hey, man, I'm gonna have to pass. He said, man, I fucking need this. I said, I fucking don't, you know. He said, I'll give you $4,000 fucking dollars. And I said, you know what, dude? Buick's not that bad of a car. My name's Uncle Laser. Thank you.
All right, Uncle Laser. Have you told that story before on the show?
I've done that punchline on the back end, but never the story of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Harlan.
Can you do that? Can you, like, do a joke and then just plug in the same punchline from another gag?
I don't really know. We kind of make the rules as we go along here. Laser's a special guy.
I want to ask you, bro, are you taking a night class in cunnilingus? Because your tongue was going, like, all over the place. Like, you were, like, licking the air, my guy.
You are very lizardy. Is that a side effect? Are you on something?
Do you need a snow cone or something? Like, what's...
I've had too many of those.
I noticed it took, I measured it 7 seconds before you said anything. You really made a point to make sure the mic stand was where you needed it. Looking at everybody.
What is he doing? He's trying to...
It's Cinco de Mayo.
Your tongue goes a little wild on Cinco de Mayo.
I've been snorting Taheem since I got up this morning.
Wow. Look at that. Red Band celebrating Cinco de Mayo. He loves mayonnaise so much.
Yeah.
He loves mayo.
Pickles.
And pickles. He thinks...
Celebrating Lico de Krakow. What the...
Yeah. I love it, Laser. So what's been going on, dude?
Just hanging out.
Did that really happen? Did you fuck a woman in front of the husband?
And honestly, it reminded me, when I first lost my virginity, it was a cuckolding situation as well.
Do you need another guy in the room to get hard?
I needed... He was black.
Oh.
It was a black guy and a Mexican chick. I stole my mama's Jeep Grand Cherokee, and we went to the La Colonia, which means El Colony in Spanish, and we snuck into her window, and he let me go first because he was a gentleman, but I was 12, so I didn't really know what I was doing, you know, and then I feel a tap on my shoulder. There's a big, beautiful black man with his hard dick. It's a stereotype. Their dicks are huge, and it fucking...
Wait, what is going on, dude? Holy shit.
I love it when a comedy routine transitions so seamlessly into a court case.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I mean?
You were 12 and there's a giant hard black dick in front of you all of a sudden?
Well,
You need to put yourself behind bars, bro.
Yeah.
I was just happy to be there. You know, it was like
Yeah.
he tapped me on the shoulder. He goes, "Let me show you how it's done." And then he picked this Mexican woman up and he like put her up against the wall of the trailer house. Well, they wound up falling through the wall into to her Thea's room, and she starts freaking out. I go, "Man, they're calling the cops," you know. And so we drove back home in my mom's Jeep. I wrecked it halfway there. And then cops got him
All
later.
right, this is enough. Jesus fucking Christ.
This is the longest sex story ever.
I mean, if you're going to make shit up, at least pepper it up with some punchlines, Laser. This is criminal.
I'm just talking about my life.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, well. All right. What are you on tonight?
I'm not on anything. I mean, we had a little Mexican food and stuff, and I drank a couple margaritas. But that's about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Adderall. Yeah.
All right.
Stuff.
Oh, there it
There's
is.
that.
There's the.
I'm not gonna lie to you. There's been a lot of Adderall today.
There's the.
It's Monday. You know, who hates Mondays? You know.
Gotta celebrate.
Dude, I would love it. I would pay $3,000 if a dragonfly flew right by you right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah. You'd eat it. You'd eat it.
I love it, dude.
Uncle Laser, we're gonna get you out of here.
Okay,
We're gonna
thanks for
get to the
having me.
bucket. Way to get it started, Uncle Laser. Uncle Laser might be
He might need two of these. He might
very
need a
close.
fucking.
Oh,
here we
my
go.
God! There
Oh,
she
here we
is,
go.
ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks.
It is
Thank you.
indeed the lovely Heidi. Everybody, wow,
Thank you.
unbelievable! Wow, there's a desperate, horny man in the middle of the room. Yelling things at Heidi. Okay, to the bucket we go. This is where we meet people. Chaos happens, and we find out more about them. Make some noise. 60 seconds uninterrupted. Going to your first bucket pool. Goes by the name of Zeth Burton. Everyone, Zeth Burton.
All right, how we doing, everybody? Yeah, you know, I'm pretty tall. I come up here, I'm 6'5", you know, 200 pounds. You see any ladies out there. But anyway, so I hit about 6'5", 200 pounds. I was 12 years old. And, you know, no one really tells you, but, like, you deal with a lot of stuff. Like, I was, like, my nickname's, like, Saggy because I have saggy nipples, you know, like. Okay, you can laugh. It's fine. Anything, also, it's like, they call me Shrek, my football team, you know. And, like, no one tells you, but, like, as soon as I hit 12 years old, you know, no one wanted to molest me anymore, man. It was over, you know. God. All right, this is a comment. Oh, God. But, oh, man. You know, but I'm from Texas. Get up for Texas, everybody. Yeah. All right, let's chill out, okay? Yeah, like, growing up in Texas, high school's a lot different out here. Like, we didn't bring anything but a car to school day, so they're showing up in horses and tractors. And, you know, in career days, they're showing up in white hoods and crosses, you know? It's pretty crazy. I love it, man. Oh, I mean, no, oh, shoot, okay. I think that's it. All right.
Do you want to finish? Was there something big that you're getting to there?
I mean,
Harlan's saying no.
Go.
No, go ahead. Finish it.
I was say, like, you know, when I was 15, we had, like, gun safety classes because they wanted to get to those school shooters early, you know? But they wish they had gotten me, though. I mean...
Wow. All right, Zeth Burton. Let's talk it out here for a second.
You know what I find amazing? I think he might be the main plot from Uncle Laser's last story.
Yeah. Strangely enough, we have heard of 100% of the comedians tonight have talked about their sex life at the age of 12.
Yeah. And
For
in
those of you
particular,
keeping
getting
track.
molested.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
where did the molestation happen, my guy?
I mean, you know, like, dogs and stuff, you know?
A
Like,
dog molested you.
Yeah, man. I stole a shoe from a dog. It mounted me, man, and it just totally, like, kept it tight so it penetrated me, man.
Well, it's
All
right. You're right, man. You shouldn't be stealing a dog's shoes.
I mean, hey, like, I saw, like, there was another girl, like, who she was like, oh, I was gonna save her shoe, you know? Like, we were 12 years old. I was like, oh, this is it. And I could, you know, there's no riz to get, like, if she watches me.
Jesus, Seth, shut the fuck up. Holy shit. All right, let's talk about it. Put the crutch down for a second. Oh, my
Yeah, this guy, whole fucking wheelchair. Forget about the crotch.
Lord.
Man.
Okay, so Zeth, how long have you been doing stand-up?
Let's see, close to 2 years now.
2 years. Where at?
Mostly now in Los Angeles, but I started here in Dallas.
You started here in
Yeah.
Dallas, and now you live in Los Angeles.
Yeah, you know.
What brought you here?
Well, it's my mom's birthday this week, so I came for that. And I was like, you know what? Let's drive 3 hours to, let's do this, right? Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this your first time signing up for the show?
It is, or it's not. It's my third time.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is your first time on the show.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you any relation to Jack Nicholson?
Oh, I wish. Yeah.
You have a crazy
Yeah, I
fucking
got a-
face.
you got a crazy
Yeah,
face
there it
right
is.
there.
Wow, there it is. Look at that. Wow. I nailed
It's
it.
the zoom to
Whoa.
the face.
Man. Someone said I look like Quentin Tarantino, but
No.
thank
No.
you. Oh my God. Okay.
No.
I want to kill myself.
So, Zeth, how old are you?
I'm 25.
25. And what do you do for work?
Oh, I work at I give tours at a movie studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long have you been doing that for?
About 2 years. I got the job immediately as I moved out there. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you imagine this guy being your tour guide at the end? You better give me a fucking tip. Or I'm going to follow you fucking home, Wendy.
Oh yeah. Oh, work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Yeah.
Okay, don't make me fall in love with you, guy. Can you do me a favor and lick the air for a second?
I can. There we go.
Yeah.
Got you.
He's definitely part of Laser Story.
This is it. We found Uncle's nephew.
Yeah.
So, Zeth, you're out there, you're giving tours, you're in LA, and you came here to celebrate your mom's birthday.
Yeah.
Did it already happen?
It did already happen. Yeah.
What did you guys do to celebrate mom's
well,
birthday?
she bought me some boots, and she also took me to a Rangers game. Yeah.
You
and
went to
then,
a Rangers game.
Yeah, they suck. But I also, I paid $200 to get over here, so it was kind of like the big gift for her because I
$200 is you got your round trip flight for $200.
Yeah.
Where did you book? What airline is this?
American.
American.
Oh, yeah.
200 round trip from LA to Austin. Incredible. Look at that.
Oh yeah, it's probably the worst flight I've ever experienced.
Why?
Oh, no.
Well, you see, like whenever there's turbulence, sometimes people don't really understand what that means.
What does it mean to you, Zeth?
Well, because whenever I'm on a flight, I'm going to die when I'm on the flight. Just in my head, I kind of like view like if the plane's gonna crash, I don't know it's gonna crash, so I just assume that's gonna happen.
Right.
So anything that happens, I'm just ready. I'm ready to die. Like I don't have.
Keep going. Yeah.
I have a lot of regrets, but when you die, you die. You don't really. No one's gonna tell you when that's gonna happen. So it's gonna happen when it happens.
So have you ever died?
I mean, there was one time I thought I was gonna die.
But you haven't died.
No, I haven't died.
Okay,
Not yet.
then shut the fuck up.
All right.
Yeah. Exactly. All these fears for absolutely nothing.
Tell us something you know about, guy.
Yeah.
Have you really come close to dying at any point? Turbulence has zero negative effects on a flight. It's a natural thing and it doesn't mean fucking anything.
It doesn't know.
Your risk of dying is the exact same as when the flight is completely smooth. I know this because, as some of you know, I'm a professional pilot.
Yeah.
I'm also a Canadian doctor. Very good. Perfect timing on that.
It's
timing.
actually a good thing, right? Like
Yeah.
when you feel the plane go up like that means that you've got lift. There's thrust under the wings. That's the first law of aerodynamics, Dairy Queen lick hair.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is true. It is absolutely true. What are you into? You can't possibly want to be a tour guide for your entire life. So what are your main goals here?
Well, my main goal is to be a comedian, believe it or not. But I used to be really fat, like I said, so I also want to own my own gym someday. Do that.
Wow.
And outside of that, I ain't got no ambitions.
you have a
outside of that.
chance
I think I
at
have a
owning
chance.
your own gym
Thank you,
someday.
yeah.
I would pull all efforts into
Yeah.
that.
How fat were you, my guy? Like how
I was
fat?
like 300 pounds.
300?
Yeah.
300.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
What was the fattest part? The arse, the legs, the chest? Did you have a gut? Like, talk to me.
basically, this
Describe
whole-
it. Not
whole-
for me, for that guy there.
Yeah.
Probably like the whole belt right here. Like, you had those stretch marks over my stomach. Like, I still got like the stretchy skin right here. I got my whole arms are
Can
all
we
stretchy.
see it? I love
I mean,
stretchy skin.
Yeah, let's see that fucking. Oh shit! I do see. Oh
wow.
my god! Fucking
Can
absolutely.
we see the belly meat? I love
Come on, let's
stretchy
do
belly
it.
meat. Come on,
It's not
guys.
as stretchy, man. It's not as-
Yeah, let's see.
God.
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
not
it's
bad.
not, yeah. That's why I show my arms.
That wasn't bad at all.
No.
That was probably what you felt on the airplane, your own
Yeah.
stomach slapping you in the face.
Yeah. Yeah, it was blurbulence. That's what
Did you just come up with invent a new word?
Yeah.
Blurbulence. Did
Blurbulence.
you use it in a sentence?
the fat man on my plane was affected by massive amounts of blurbulence.
That is correct. That is correct.
So Zeth, have you ever met anybody else named Zeth with a Z? You have?
Yeah, my high school, I went to high school with somebody named Zeth, yes, and his brother's names are Zach and Zane. My brother's names are Zach and Zane. Yeah.
Wow. A bunch of children of the corn over here, Harlan. Very scary
Children
names.
of the popcorn, apparently.
Yeah.
How scared are you on a scale of 1 to 10? Were you scared of that turbulence on the plane? Be honest. Don't be afraid to look like a scaredy guy. Like on a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah, don't be afraid to look like a big, tall pussy.
Yeah.
I mean, every time it's probably just about. I felt like I was gonna shit my pants on that plane.
So a 10?
Yeah, I'd probably say a 10. Yeah.
Can I do something for you?
What's that?
Does that turn you on?
Yeah. I'm bricked up right now, man.
Wow. What are you into, Zeth? Do you have a girlfriend? You're 6'5", according to you.
I don't. Hey, according to my doctors too. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Yoni, let's get a tape measure out here. I'm seeing 6'4" all day. Is anybody else thinking 6'4"? This sounds like a 6'4" guy that's trying to add another inch.
Yeah.
Well, I'm 6'2".
This guy's saying 6'3 and a half right here. I'm hearing it. We have anybody? How many? Make some noise if you think he's 6'5". Literally nobody. Zeth, pop off one of your shoes.
Pop off one of my shoes.
Oh, here we go.
We're doing it
Here we
shoeless,
go.
buddy. Stand on that left foot. There you go.
Here we go.
Uh-oh. Face the audience. Yep. I love how Yoni always makes him turn around. He goes that way. All right. You're bending it a little bit, Yoni, just to let you know. Okay, that's perfect right there. Yep. Yoni is a Jew, so he knows measurements very well. 6'4". Take it from me. I'm 5'10".
Dude, you really know your guys.
That's right. That's right. No doubt about it. I know my guys. That's why I know you're 6'2". Zeth, tell us the craziest thing about your life before I get you out of here.
Well, recently I was in Burbank, and you know how like that intense. It's pretty intense over there, I guess, but not really. But it's
Pretty what over there?
intense.
In what way?
You live in a tent?
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah.
In what way is it intense?
Well, generally it's not, but like I went over there once. I was over there at like 11 p.m. at night, and
Ooh.
oh yeah.
You
and
sure
like-
it wasn't 10:30?
Hey, I mean I got.
Sir, if you could sit the fuck down. Oh, that's a waitress. Go ahead.
Hang on. And this
Go
guy.
ahead, Night Stalker. Finish.
I mean, this guy pulled up in his car and he asked me to come over to it. Like he's like, "Hey, come over to my car." So I came over to his car, and
Wow.
he showed me this. He showed me on his phone this. Like he said, my girlfriend's been kidnapped. And he's scrolling through like the sex trafficking website she was on, and then he showed me like a pit bull in his passenger seat. He's telling me like his family's been like replaced with clones, and that his his landlord's replaced. He said the Armenian and Russian mafia are after him. His hand was bleeding. And the whole time I'm just trying not to laugh because I feel like if I did, he was gonna kill me. But
Yeah.
it was probably like
Because he was what, 7'3"?
yeah, he was. They're 7'4" actually, but yeah.
You know he's one of Uncle Laser's writers, right? Like, this is just a continuation of the last story.
What the fuck is Uncle Lasers, dude?
Zeth, I'm going to tell you what. I was going to give you a medium-sized joke book, but since you lied about your height by an inch, we're going to go 1 inch smaller, and I'm going to give you a little joke book.
Thank you.
Your first bucket pool of the night is Zeth Burton, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Fun stuff, Zeth. There you go. Sign up again some other time. Maybe perhaps your mother's next birthday. You can come back and sign up. This podcast is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Going online without ExpressVPN is like having sex without a condom. Might feel good, might feel fine, but the repercussions could be huge. Do you really want to raw dog the whole internet? I don't think so. Every time you connect to an unencrypted network in cafes, hotels, or airports, your online data is not secure. Any hacker on the same network can gain access and steal your personal data. It doesn't take much technical knowledge to hack someone. Just some cheap hardware is needed. A smart 12-year-old could do it. Speaking of which, Red Band.
I love condoms and ExpressVPN, Tony. ExpressVPN is so secure, it would take a hacker with a supercomputer over 1 billion years to get past ExpressVPN's encryption. Just fire up the app, click one button to get protected.
I personally love using ExpressVPN when we're on the road. It's important to know our data is safe in all the different cities we travel to. So secure your online data today by visiting expressvpn.com/killtony. That's expressvpn.com/killtony to find out how you can get up to 4 extra months for free. expressvpn.com/Kill Tony. Hello, this podcast is sponsored by Prize Picks. Cash in on the basketball playoffs with Prize Picks. Don't miss your last chance to add your favorite players from the court to your Prize Picks lineups. Whether it's points, rebounds, assists, take your pick of more or less for your shot to win up to 2,000 times your cash today. Prize Picks also offers weekly promotions that can lead to big payouts like Taco Tuesday, where each Tuesday Prize Picks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value for your lineups. The basketball playoffs are here and the action is heating up on Prize Picks, the best place to cash in on your favorite sports. Red Band.
Tony, I love Prize Picks almost as much as I love hoops, which is why this week on Prize Picks, I'm looking at the basketball board and selecting Donovan Mitchell for more than 26 points and Jason Tatum for more than 9 rebounds.
That is a tasty lineup, Red Band. Download the app today and use code Tony to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Once again, download the app today and use code Tony to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game. All right, we're going to meet another one all together, ladies and gentlemen. Could be the next superstar of the show. Who knows? Make some noise for Ian Simon. Here we go.
How you guys doing? Everybody good? Fantastic. It's oh, this is fucking amazing. I got to take a piss so bad. I just figured I'd share it with you guys. Didn't have time. So I was thinking, do you think Muslims ever say Allah's the bomb? I was just thinking about random shit all the damn time. I was thinking like the best place to pick up women is probably Planned Parenthood. Because there's a good chance they put out, and if things don't go well. Just a suggestion. Let's see. You know what fucking sucks? I've been wearing hats my whole life, okay? Because I didn't want this cul-de-sac fucking thing. I don't mind the going bald, but why isn't it just all bald, okay? Why the fuck it just doesn't make any sense. You get the cul-de-sac, and then what is this? Anybody else bald out there? Don't lie to me. There's lights. I can see you. It gleams. Anyway, this fucking island. Why is there a fucking island? Oh.
Wow. I'm going to stop you right there, Ian. Holy shit. My God. Hi, Ian. How are you?
Tony.
Hello.
Fuck, this is crazy. How's everybody doing? The band?
Okay. Hi, Ian. Over here, buddy. Over here, Ian.
I had a pair of those.
Oh, boy.
legs.
Ian.
Yo.
Hi, pal. How are you,
Hey,
buddy?
I'm fucking amazing.
Welcome. How long you been doing stand-up, Ian?
In total, probably 2 years, a year and a half, 2 years.
Okay. Where at?
Here. I moved here, let's see, about 4 or 5 years ago to do fucking comedy, and this is the first time I did it was out here.
When you moved here 4 or 5 years ago to start doing it, what took you 2 or 3 years to start?
So I did it right away when I came out,
Uh-huh.
and I did it and kept doing it, and then, like, things in life happened.
What in life happened?
My dad fucking died.
Okay.
Oh.
How did he die?
Diseases.
How many?
Yeah, how many diseases?
Several. Oh, they were the ones that
By the way, you almost
bad ones,
made
the
it
ones-
sound like a fun pack, by the way.
Oh no, it fucking sucks, dude. I love my
Okay.
dad. We were really close.
God.
He had a great sense of humor. And
He did.
Yeah, he did. I don't know. This is bullshit. But like growing up, Abbott and Costello and
wow.
and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do
never
you
fucking laugh at
what do
Abbott
you do for work, Ian Simon?
What's that, sir?
Jesus Christ.
You know what I thought of when I first looked at him?
Yeah.
If I got to be, and don't take this the wrong way, guy, but when you first walked out, I thought, I've always wondered what it looked like if Shrek was peeled.
Fucking wow.
Yeah.
And that's a compliment, guy.
Thank you. Onions have layers and others have layers.
That's right, my guy.
Ian Simon, what do you do for work?
That's a good fucking question, Tony. I was on disability for 20 years.
What was the disability?
Well, okay, we'll get personal here. Fuck it. I've had surgery on both feet, 3 knee surgeries, twice on the left rotator.
What happened?
I'm up to 13 fucking hernias, dude.
What happened to your feet and knees?
What happened? Adrenaline junkie, just through the years of.
So what were you doing?
Oh shit.
Ian,
Car accidents. I like to go fast. I was a passenger in a lot of them. Mine were mainly with inanimate objects. About 13. Don't count anything under 50 miles an hour. It's quite impressive. I'm retarded.
Is that a jewel underneath your eye? Is that a piercing of some kind?
A piece of jewelry there.
It's a dermal.
It's a what?
A dermal.
What does that mean?
It means that they go into your face with a little screwdriver that's got a round razor on it.
Okay, let me ask you
they
this,
take a
Ian
chunk of
Simon. I'm
meat
going to
out
ask
and
you
then-
another
Yes,
question
yes,
so
sir.
you talking doesn't have to happen. I noticed during your set there was a part, because I pay a little bit of attention. I noticed a part where you were performing and you kind of went like that a little bit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, maybe.
Were you pushing one of your teeth into your gum line?
At least 16.
What? That's a different answer
I
to a
just threw a
different
number out
question.
there.
What? Do you even know what I just asked you?
Yeah, something about teeth.
Yeah. So 16 what?
That was just a random number.
Okie dokie. Ian Simon, everybody. There he goes. You shouldn't be out in public anymore, Ian.
I think we got a winner here. You win the silver crutch, my guy. Take that home.
You won the silver crowd.
Take it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You just handed a person a weapon
Yeah.
on the stage, Harlan. There he goes.
And this is the guy with all the feet surgery.
There he goes.
You need it.
Ian
You need
Simon, everybody. There he goes.
it. There you go, buddy.
There he goes.
There you go.
Bye-bye, Ian. There you go, buddy.
Have
You're
a
going to
good
need
night.
it for those
Thank
feet
you,
and legs.
buddy.
Okay.
Wow. That was perfect. It was a perfect time.
There he goes, Ian Simon, everybody. It's an Austin police officer I just saw when the curtain opened up. Pretty sure he's just going to get arrested now, everybody. This is a real live show. Anything can happen.
I feel sorry for that crutch, I got to tell you.
Well, anything can happen here. Believe it or not, that guy's been doing it for 2 years. Okay. Make some noise for your next comedian, Lucas. Lucas Hinderleiter. Lucas Hinderleiter. This is Kill Tony.
Oh, wow. Thank you, guys. My name's Lucas. I just moved to Austin recently. I've been dating a little bit since I got out here. Most recently, I was in a relationship with a non-binary person. Yeah, someone who identifies as they, them. And it was cool, you know. We had a good relationship. I will say the hardest part about dating a they, them is we would get in arguments, and I didn't know if I could hit them. You know? Yeah, like, tell me which one you are. Are you a boy or a girl? You know? Can I hit you? Or can we have a beer and watch the football game? What are we doing? Thank you, guys. A little bit about my name's Lucas Hinderleiter. People often, when they hear my name, they'll say things like, oh, Hinderleiter, that's a pretty German name. That sounds like a Nazi's name. Yeah, and that's when I tell them it was actually. Yeah. My grandpa.
All right, I'm
His
going to
name was
stop.
Nazi
There's the
Hinderleiter.
bear.
Yeah, that's it,
there
that's
you
it.
go. You got
My
it.
bad.
Welcome to the show, Lucas Hinderleiter. I'm happy to say you are the 4th comedian that went on stage today and the first one to do a joke. Congratulations.
Hell yeah.
It's a shocking episode. there was a reverse silver crutch to give out, he would get it right now.
Well, I love that they didn't react to the molestation joke, but they really warmed up to the domestic violence.
Yeah. This is a crowd that likes to see someone get what they deserve.
Yeah. By the way, were you shrimping earlier today? What's going on here?
You do have a look. You have a look like you were on a boat with a purpose.
Yeah.
Were you on a boat today?
No.
This is how you dress normally for land?
No. No, this hat's new. I put this hat on today. I thought this was a good look.
Where'd you get the hat from?
Gas station.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had a feeling.
Yeah.
It's got gas station energy.
Yeah, I thought it was black. Turns out it's green.
Okay. Yeah, it looks green. How about the shirt? What are you wearing? Who are you wearing?
This is George from Walmart.
Wow. Incredible.
More like Buy Curious George from Walmart.
Yeah, take a sip for that victorious joke. Guest of the year. Okay, Lucas Hinderleiter. So welcome. Is your grandpa really a Nazi?
No, he fought in Vietnam.
Oh, okay, perfect. For the Americans.
Yeah, made all the Jews he killed really confusing.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, Vietnamese, Jews, both good at hiding, both good at math. They have a lot in common. Okie dokie. Lucas, how long you been doing stand-up?
About 9 years.
9 years. Where at?
Nine.
There you go.
No
Red
years,
Band.
yeah.
A Red Band. Where's your sound effect, Red Band? You did it, buddy. That's a big one for you. That's a big one for my little boy, isn't it? Where's it at? Where's it at, buddy? You know where your sound effects are. Da, 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 da. Red Band with a 999. German reference.
Yeah, I started in St. Louis.
St. Louis. How long have you been in Austin?
Like a year.
Okay. What do you love about Austin, Texas?
I don't really, man. I don't really like this place.
Wow, you miss St. Louis?
Well, I lived in New York before I moved
New York
here.
City.
Yeah.
And you prefer New York City.
I like it.
What do
Yeah.
you like about it?
I like the energy, man. I don't know. I like, you wake up, there's people walking around, makes you want to get out of bed.
Where you live out in the country here or something? You don't see people walking around?
No, I live pretty north, though. It's not.
You
in the
ever
city.
thought about moving downtown where people are walking around with energy?
No.
Well, you should, because we got that too.
Okay.
You don't have to step over migrants to do it.
I
here.
like that part.
Yeah,
That's like
you
my-
like the
that's
migrants.
my favorite part.
You would. You're a Hinderleiter.
Yeah.
You believe in superiority.
Yeah. I step on them.
Wow.
How do you say it with like a German accent, your last name?
I don't know, dude. I'm not German.
Red Band's
nope.
German.
Yeah.
He's Hinderleiter. He's Hinder heavier. You got you. Where's mine at?
Like you don't say around that, like your grandparents don't say, Das ist Hinduleitza. Like something like that?
No.
Does that sound familiar, guy? Das ist Hinduleitza.
No, my grandmother was British.
Okay, so that
she said things.
that's a Hinduleitza.
Yeah, she said things funny. Yeah.
Dude, do you know what you are? At this point, you're like fucking International House of Pancakes. Like what are you?
It's great.
British, German?
You're redheaded too. It's interesting. You look
Yeah.
Irish. You're wearing green. You got
I
red
get
hair.
Irish
You're
a
like a
lot.
little Christmas guy.
Yeah.
You're like the world's biggest elf.
I get Irish a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
I also get people telling me I'm not redheaded. People tell me I'm blonde. I don't know.
Wow.
You know your hat's black, right?
What do you do for work, Hinderleiter?
I sell motorcycles. I'm a motorcycle salesman. I sold your producer a motorcycle.
Really? Yoni?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I sold him his motorcycle.
He
yeah.
did. He got a secret motorcycle without telling me. I don't like my people close to me on motorcycles. It's very unsafe. I don't trust the other drivers. So I found out that he got a secret motorcycle one day. That's one of the two things he lives a secret double life when I'm not around. One thing he does is he has a motorcycle. The other thing is he has wacky Martin Scorsese glasses that he wears. Big producer glasses that he only wears when he thinks that he's not going to run into me that night. Yeah, isn't that funny? And every once in a while, I'll give him a rare night off, and we'll just randomly run into each other, and there he is with these big fucking Robert De Niro in his fucking prime glasses. These obnoxious, magnified, just big square. And I'm positive he goes from bar to bar going, I'm the executive producer of Kill Tony. Oh, you could tell by my fucking blocked up glasses. Oh, I should get on my motorcycle now. I purchased from Hinderleiter.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to be walking down the sidewalk and see Elton John burning ants.
When I sold him that bike, he told me not to tell you. He told me not to bring it up. He was very like...
Really?
Yeah, he was... Because I told him I was a comic and I signed up, and he was like, if you get on, don't bring this up.
What kind of bike did you sell him? A Harley? An
BMW.
Indian?
He's fancy. He's
wow.
fucking... Yeah, he went big.
I care about the people close to me, and while Yoni is a very qualified motorcycle driver, I don't like him being out there. I don't like Jews on BMWs, and I don't like Jews on motorcycles. It's
Austin drivers, man.
yeah.
What about a Jew on an Indian?
Well, you know what I call that?
What? Dinner?
Yeah. That's called the old 2-for-1.
Okay.
Free red chicken.
Put the fucking mic down. Lucas Hinderleiter, what do you do for fun? What are some hobbies of yours? You must have some interesting...
Windelleiter.
Some collections or something?
No, I
Speak wirklich, Windelleiter.
I mostly just ride motorcycles. That's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
You ever hit an animal like you're riding?
Yeah.
What'd you hit?
I hit a deer like 2 years ago.
You hit a deer on a motorcycle?
Yeah.
My
Whoa,
goodness.
what happened, guy?
There's the sound of a deer for the...
Yeah, I was going like 45. I broke all my ribs on this side.
Wow. I
Yeah.
don't care about you. What'd you do to the deer?
Yeah.
Dude, I split that motherfucker in half, and so my dad had a couple drinks. He rode up next to me. He said, I can't stop. I'm going to get a DUI. And he kept riding.
Right.
So now I'm laying next to the deer. We're both dying.
What?
And we're just watching each other take our last breaths. And
Damn.
trying to
Welcome
figure
to another episode of White Trash Bambi.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
Dude, was it at night?
Yeah.
You dummy. You would have been able to see the deer, and he would have been able to see you if you were just holding up the Windelleiter. I hope I get hit by a moose tonight after that joke.
So let me ask you something, Lucas. Are you good at what you do? You good at selling motorcycles?
Yeah.
You know what we're going to do here? We're going to have you sell me a motorcycle. Me, a guy who thinks that they are generally unsafe. Meanwhile, I'll fly an airplane with double engine failure because I don't have to worry about other people getting in my fucking way. So now, you sell me a motorcycle. Lighting and action.
How you doing today, sir?
I'm good. I really don't want to be here. I'm just killing time while my boyfriend buys a motorcycle.
So
But
your boyfriend rides.
He rides all right. It's more of a nighttime rider after a couple drinks, and then he lays by his deer. That's me. I'm the gay deer.
Okay. So are you're looking to ride with him?
Well, you know, we were thinking about getting me a little side cart, but I kind of think I want to ride solo a little bit. Go out on some joy rides at night, separate from the pack, from the pack of men.
So you're looking to cruise. You're not looking to go fast.
Yeah,
or?
I'm a cruiser.
Cruiser. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What should I get? What should I-
Harley for sure. Yeah, that's what all the gay guys get.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for sure.
A little Sportster?
Yeah, little Sportster. Little Sportster.
What kind should I get, you think?
Tony, for you, realistically,
Yeah.
I'm talking real. Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
I think you need.
I'm 6'5".
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You need a Rebel 500. That's what you need. Look it up.
Okay.
Why? Okay.
He's clapping him.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
All right. Why a Rebel 500?
I don't know. It's kind of just a bland, normal, like nothing special about it bike.
Jesus Christ. What the?
It's like, you know, it's every girl's starter bike.
You know what? I'll take 2.
Yeah, there you go.
One for me and one for the guest of the year, Harland Williams.
Well, if it's a girl's bike, just give me a Rebel Wilson 500. How about that?
There you go, Lucas Hinderleiter. Anything else crazy we should know about you before we go? You can switch back to normal lights. The motorcycle part's over, I think.
No, happy to be here.
You did good. You did damn good, Lucas. Sign up again. Here's the Big Joke Book. We'd love to have you. Very funny interview. Funny stuff. Lucas Hinderleiter has arrived to the Kill Tony universe.
Not bad. Are you really going to get a bike, bro? No?
No.
I used to ride a Honda Shadow around.
Really?
Yeah.
What's that like?
Oh, it's like a chopper bike. Oh, the Shadow. Rode around Nagasaki and Hiroshima.
Huh.
There's shadows everywhere.
Wow. I had a Shadow once, and then I hired him as the bass player in the band. Steve Madness.
He goes great with Russell Brand, by the way, I gotta tell you.
Yeah. Yee-hoo! This podcast is sponsored by Tecovas. Anywhere worth going is worth going in good boots. Find your perfect pair with Tecovas. Ever wondered if you can pull off boots with your personal style? You owe it to your feet to put on a pair of Tecovas. Being confident isn't about being different. It's about being yourself. Find comfort in the traditions of the West and confidence from making it your own. Tecovas crafts quality Western boots for everyone, from generational ranchers and lifelong cowboys to people like me that just moved to Texas and are looking to blend in with the pack. First-time boot buyers. Red Band.
Tony, my Tecovas are so comfortable. I put these puppies on and walk over to Terry Black, slam some brisket, and put my feet on the table like a gross monster to show off my Tecovas to all the tourists. They make me feel amazing.
That's exactly what I expect you doing for lunch, Red Band. That is an interesting insight into your life, and I appreciate it. Right now, get 10% off at tecovas.com/KillTony when you sign up for email and text. That's 10% off at TECOVAS.com/KillTony. Tecovas.com/KillTony. See site for details. Tecovas. Point your toes west. And visit their store on Congress if you're ever here in Austin, Texas. Tecovas. This podcast is sponsored by ZipRecruiter. You all know what speed dating is, right? Well, if you're the owner of a growing business, what if there was a feature like speed dating, but only for hiring? In other words, you could meet several interested qualified candidates at once, all at a designated time. Well, good news, there is. It's ZipIntro from ZipRecruiter. You can post your job today and start talking to qualified candidates tomorrow. And right now, you can try ZipIntro for free at ZipRecruiter.com/candidates
for you.
Delicious. Enjoy the benefits of speed hiring with new ZipIntro, only from ZipRecruiter, rated #1 hiring site based on G2. Try ZipIntro for free at ZipRecruiter.com/KillTony. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/KillTony. ZipIntro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. All right. We're flying through the bucket tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is 60 seconds uninterrupted for Phil Smith. Let's go. Let's see if we have jokes back to back here. Phil Smith.
You guys having fun at Kill Tony so far? Let them hear it. All right, so my girlfriend's dad's dead. Fine, don't clap. No, he died like before I met her, and recently she told me, "I think my father sent you to me." And I said, "Babe, I had no idea you were schizophrenic." Which I'll admit isn't a great thing to say to your beautiful girlfriend, but do you guys know what the worst thing I could have said is? Yeah, he did. I was wondering what that energy was. It was your dead father sending me to you. I am your gift. And then just like proceed to use that in our relationship. Like, hang on, he's coming through. He's saying, I'm right and you're wrong? Well, you think your dad would have your back?
Hold on, he's coming through again. I'm getting something. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. I don't know why your dad's saying this. He's saying we should invite another woman into the bedroom? Thank you, guys. I've been Phil Smith.
Okay, Phil Smith. All right, Phil, welcome.
Keep it.
Where you from, Phil?
Rochester, New York,
Oh,
Tony.
God. Jesus Christ. Upstate New York, the absolute worst. How long have you been out of there?
Since December.
Congratulations.
Yep.
It's your first time being outside of Rochester?
First time living outside of Rochester,
Wow,
yeah.
incredible. Congratulations. How old are you?
I'm 28.
And what did you put your finger up there for a second?
I will-
You had like a hold on a second finger that you put up that I
was
completely
on-
ignored because I'm the host. Go ahead.
Hold it right there, Tony.
Yeah.
I got something for you.
Whenever you're ready, just do whatever you want.
I just didn't know if you knew this. A certain one of your producers is also from Rochester,
I
New York.
absolutely do. I do know that, and I just found out he's out there buying motorcycles, the fucking guy.
As
Secret
we do.
motorcycles with special big glasses on. Oh, you like him, all right.
The Rochester connection. Me and
I-
Yoni.
I know, absolutely. You've talked with Yoni about this before.
Never talked to him in my life.
But you just know he's from Rochester.
We know.
We know.
Yeah, there's like, it's a smaller city, and they're like, if you tell someone you're from Rochester, they're like, you know who else is? 3 other people.
Yeah, and
And
Yoni's
Yoni
one of
was
those
one of them.
people. Wow. Just think after the inevitable motorcycle accident, he'll no longer be on that list.
Thin in the pack.
Absolutely. What do you do for work?
Right now it's weird. I came here with like $5 grand.
What are you, a wizard? What do you mean it's weird?
I came here from Hogwarts and
Came here with $5,000 and
smoked it, blew through it immediately.
Yeah.
My plan was to do like Instacart. Car broke down very shortly after.
wow.
And I got hired at the Vulcan, former venue of Kill Tony.
Uh-huh.
And don't get scheduled there too much.
Right.
So I did the natural thing anybody would do. I just started playing poker full time.
Wow.
And I was able to pay my rent up until now just playing poker.
Where do you play, online or in real life?
Well, one of the reasons I was excited to move here is because I've always played poker, and Austin, Texas also happens to have the best card room in the country.
It is true. In
The
fact,
Lodge.
yes, without a doubt. And the best heads-up poker player in the world, Doug Polk.
Doug Polk.
You know this guy.
I met him here.
Well, I didn't know him at all. And then one night, after the taping of this show, people kept coming up to me going, do you know who the fuck's here? Doug Polk's here. Doug Polk is here. And I'm like, who the fuck is a Doug Polk? What's a Doug Polk? But all fucking night, I swear to God, 15, 20 people. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. So by the time like 1:30 comes around, finally, here's this guy, Doug Polk. I'm Doug Polk. Bye-bye, nice to meet you. I'm the best heads-up poker player in the world. That's what everybody kept saying. And I was already drunk at that point, and I go, I'm good at poker. I'll fucking play you heads up.
Oh, God.
And he goes, and we go, okay. So we bet. The bet was if he wins, because he wanted to do a minute on the show, if he wins, he gets to do a minute on the show. If I win, he gives me $20,000.
Get out.
So there we are at Mitzi's after an episode, and we play heads up poker, me and the best in the world.
Whoa.
20 minutes later, guess who won $20,000 fucking dollars? Me. Thank you.
Come on. For real?
And at that point, since it had only been 20 minutes, but I was kind of warmed up, I go, I'll tell you what, even though I won, let's go double or nothing. Let's go $40,000
You got
versus
poked real bad.
a minute of stand-up comedy. And so I won $20,000. We doubled the bet to 40.
Whoa, dude. You're
And
a player.
he's going to be, any day now, he's going to be popping in on the show. So, yeah, he won. He won that second game. So be
Yeah.
on the lookout for the best heads up. It was so much fun. No, it's not stupid.
I said silly.
Well, silly. Yeah, silly's fun.
Was he hot at least?
Oh, Red Band. God, you need to really like give up on the carbs or drinking or something.
He has a bet right
Something's a little
now.
out of
He has a
touch.
bet right now for like $250,000 that he has to get down to like 2% body fat.
I don't know anything about that, but I'll tell you this: is we had a hell of a good old time playing poker, and I can't believe that you're able to make a living doing it.
Well, I was. I've paid my rent up until now, and in the past few weeks, had like a $4,000 downswing. So all in all, in Austin, I am currently up $1,200. But
How are you going to pay rent at the end of this month?
I mean, I gotta hope I can make this $1,200 work. I'm gonna
How
hit
much
the
is
table.
rent?
1,000.
Okay.
But I'm gonna have to play more poker. I mean, I can't just.
Right.
I can't just pay the $1,000, have 200. I had to buy in for 1,200, turn it into like 3,600, and then I go, oh, I'm chilling, and then maybe lose that in between.
Right.
It's a whole thing.
So when you're playing poker, your heart's beating out of your chest because it's life or death.
I purposely talk about the fact like I need this, like,
Right.
and then people are like, then he's not bluffing.
Right.
Like he this is his rent money.
You don't
He's
have
not-
do you have a backup skill? Like, do you know how to do anything else? Like,
Yeah.
like do you know how to bag fucking groceries? Do you know how to
Yeah.
I'll
give
stick
you
your
two-
head out a drive-through window? I mean, what do you got? Anything else, my guy?
I delivered pizzas for 10 years. I'm pretty good at that.
Wow.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that was.
I'll tell you what.
my main
Back on
skills.
that.
I'll give you $2,000 if you kill a guy holding a single silver crutch outside in Austin, Texas.
Done. Should
All
be
right.
easy to spot.
It should be. He's not using it. He's just holding it. He's
Yeah.
carrying it around, and he's probably being followed by police officers down the street, so it should be easy to find.
I hope I get to him before they do.
That's right.
Need that $2,000.
Phil, anything else crazy we should know about you?
Yeah, do you
before we
really
go?
have a girlfriend? Your opening joke was about your girlfriend's dead dad or something?
Yeah, I
you
do
really have a girl?
I really have a girl.
What's going on with her, bro, Sefiosh?
Yeah.
I can get into this.
Dish the dirt.
yeah,
bro,
let's do it.
Sefiosh. Let's
So
hear it.
she's a new girlfriend. I met her at Creek in the Cave. We were there for Banana Phone.
Creek in the
which,
Cave.
I do want to let you guys know there's a free show every Sunday called Banana Phone. If you're in
Okay.
town for
Oh, we're
Kill
gonna-
Tony,
Let's
you
not
should go to
plug
that.
your
Yeah,
shows
yeah,
on
yeah,
your
okay.
girlfriend's back.
Thank you,
go.
Phil.
Come on.
I was there for that, and I met her, and I thought she was really hot. She is really hot. She's way out of my league. And we just started small talking. It was going great. I bought her a drink, and it got to the point where we sat, watched the show. I walked her to her car, and she goes, "Just so you know, I'm married."
Okay, and then what?
And then I was like, "All right, well,
I'm a gambler.
I'm totally mature enough to be in a platonic relationship with a woman who's married." And
You're in a platonic relationship?
No. That's what I thought at the time.
Platonic.
Yeah.
That's the right word?
No, that's when an earthquake happens. Dude.
What's the word for platonic?
Platonic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I thought we could like catch an earthquake together or something.
Yeah.
But,
You're on-
platonic.
not
So
use
all right.
my
Anyways,
material against
I'll
me.
I'll speed it up a little
No,
bit.
you're doing good. Keep going.
She was going to like Mike's by herself and stuff. Her husband didn't support like her doing comedy. Wasn't a fan of you either. He didn't let her watch Kill Tony.
He didn't let her watch Kill Tony?
That's just what I heard. I don't need to give this guy more of a reason to murder me, so we're not
Wow.
going to talk too much about him.
No, keep going. This is great.
So I'm going to Mike's with her. I'm as a friend, as a platonic friend, and I'm really like in my head like, damn, I've matured so much. She's so hot, and I can just be her friend. And we're going to all the mics. And eventually she just ghosts me, and I'm like, oh, what, did I like weird her out or something? And so I texted her, didn't get a text back, and then a few days goes by, and I'm like, I'll send her one more. And she says, I was like, hey, did you like quit comedy or something? And she says, no, I'm going through some personal stuff. Turns out the personal stuff was she told her husband that she has feelings for me, and then they started the divorce process.
Wow. Incredible.
There he is. There he is, right there.
I have a few more questions now that we got a good real story out of you.
Yeah.
One is, when did you start hooking up with her? Was it before she started having feelings for you?
No.
This whole thing.
Again, real mature of me. I waited because we're in Texas, so you really can't fuck
Well,
around.
mature of you. Was there a chance you think for you to make a real move there? Did she?
Not really. So like, everybody's like telling me the same thing. Like, well, if she left her husband to be with, what do you think she's gonna do? But as soon as she realized she had feelings for me, she stopped talking to me, worked it out with him, and then filed for divorce. And then we didn't hook up until it was finalized.
Wow. You didn't hook up till it was finalized, like
Yeah.
the paperwork?
Till it was, if you, in Texas, if I was to, like, she could go to jail.
Really?
Before it's final. Yeah, it's adultery, even if you have filed for divorce.
I'm not getting married.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about that, Redman. So,
Wow, dude.
Very
You're like
interesting.
a walking soap opera guy.
yeah, it's incredible.
Like gambling, wild women in the parking lot. What else is going on there, Relish Master?
You play poker, you play tonic.
Yeah.
This is incredible. It's a
Unbelievable,
wild
this
story.
guy.
Everything else is pretty chill, honestly. I mean, I think I told you the bulk of my stress and craziness.
So this guy didn't let her watch Kill Tony. Do you know why he didn't let her watch Kill Tony? That's such a random, fucking weird thing.
Again, he's gonna see this, and he's probably gonna hunt me down and kill me. But I do know it was like around one of your first cancellations.
Uh-huh.
This is secondhand information, so I'm sure if you're watching this, hearsay. But he was like, after Tony said that Asian stuff, you're gonna still watch that show?
Oh.
Yeah.
He's a incredible.
I actually think he's really cool.
Phil Smith, a great performance, a great interview. Here's a big joke book, my friend. Congratulations. Phil Smith, everybody.
Wow.
How fun, huh?
And what's great is that's his last performance ever.
Yeah. It's gonna be Kill Phil.
Yeah. Does that hurt your feelings that someone like wouldn't watch you because of you? Like that's
If those
awful.
are the people that aren't watching
Yeah.
because the news told
Yeah.
them that I'm a racist, those are the people I don't want watching.
Yeah.
So it works out perfectly.
Yeah.
I ended up with the exact fan base that I wanted to. People that focus on what's in front of them, not what they're being told by others. Or else I'd be a Nazi. That's what they called me. They said I performed at a Nazi rally.
What?
And then I'm against Latinos, even though these are the 4 most expensive fucking dates you can imagine. Every goddamn Monday. Had a Zoom call with Carlos Sosa today. He's telling me how much he was getting paid on the Kelly Clarkson show. This fucking guy. Look at him.
Wow.
Yeah, Kelly fucking Clarkson. Goddamn ABC network I'm competing against. Like what Kelly Clarkson was giving me. No, I'm kidding. Look at him. Look at him over there. Look at him. He's about to play the flute. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for one of our absolutely great esteemed regulars. I present to you a young man who is absolutely living everyone's dreams. You name it. New Netflix deal, new this, new that. We'll probably find out all about it real soon. This is a brand new minute from one of the top young rising comedians in the world. This is Cam Patterson.
Hey, what's up, man? I'm proud of myself, dog. I got a girlfriend now. We've been dating for 8 months. And for the first time 2 days ago, I made that bitch come. I'm proud of myself. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, 8 months, no comes, nigga, nothing. We were fucking. I go, baby, did you come? And she would go, no. And I would go, damn, good night every time. Too bad, bitch, good night every single time. But this night was different. It was different. Well, kind of the same. We took mushrooms. I fucked her. She didn't come. I said, did you come? She went, no. I said, damn, went to sleep, right? Only thing that was different was earlier that day, my girlfriend has a roommate. And her roommate brought this dude over, like a lame-ass white dude. He was a real Poindexter. He was a bitch, like a real fuck nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I met him, and he was like, how you doing good to me? So, what's up, pussy, right? He was a bitch. So he talked to bitches. What's up, pussy? How you doing, brother? And I went back in the room, right? And then the night came, and when I was trying to go to sleep off the mushrooms after fucking my lady peacefully, I just heard from the other room this lame ass nigga fucking the shit out of her roommate. It was just like, the whole, I'm like, he's in there hurting her. Oh my God, what's going on? And then, right when I started to think about it, the mushrooms kicked in. And my brain just went, you gonna let that white boy out fuck you, nigga? And I felt my ancestors grab my back. It was Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King and Thurgood Marshall. And I put my shoes on for tracks and I made that bitch come, nigga. I'm in Camp Out, thank you so much.
Fuck yeah.
Can I ask you a question right out of the gate? Those noises you heard through the wall, can you do those one more time?
God.
Yeah, they weren't fucking, they were playing women's tennis.
Cam Patterson
What
has
is up?
done it again. It was her first come?
First come.
Wow, what did you have
Yeah.
to do that? What did you do differently?
It was the mushrooms.
Yeah, but like, do you remember, like, was there some type of thrusting motion? Was there
They
something?
said it was the
Oh
mushroom.
no, nigga, wait a minute. I had put shoes on for traction.
You put shoes on?
Yeah, nigga, I was butt ass naked, phone posits on, nigga.
So you were wearing exclusively only shoes?
Only shoes, socks and shoes, but only shoes.
Wow.
Butt ass naked, only shoes on. And I was going as hard as I could. I wasn't finna get out fucked. And he was going hard over there. Yeah, he was going crazy over there.
You can make her go even further if you wear golf shoes, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah,
what the fuck that's gonna do?
They got the spikes in them, my guy.
Yeah, you can really
you can
get
flower
into the...
from
For real?
standing on the wall, yeah.
Yep.
I never knew this. This is good to know. White people shit. Hell yeah,
Yep.
golf shoes.
Just make sure it's not a waterbed you're on.
Okay.
Or else we know you can't swim. Because that would be a mess. That is quite the mess. So she told you that she had never come before.
I always ask her. She always say no.
You always ask.
I always ask
Hey,
every time.
did you come?
And she'd be like, nah. I'd be like, damn, too bad, bitch. I don't really care, but I would like to know. You feel what I'm saying? Don't bother me. I already won. I'm happy. I'm having a good time. Give a fuck about what she got going on over there. Figure it out.
You were ready to go to... You were ready to go to sleep.
Night time, brother. You feel what I'm saying?
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
There it goes. Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't want to be too nosy, but have you ever come?
Every time.
100%.
Okay, I gotta ask, what's that sound like?
It's a lot of that.
Yeah, it's just a lot of cross-eyed energies.
Ah!
Oh, there's a little
Lot of
noise
that.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put my head down. It's a lot of that. What the fuck are you doing, man?
Somebody called the police. They heard that. Someone
fuck
called
was
the
that?
Someone called the police.
Hey, who are these niggas, man? I go for 2 weeks. Who are these lame ass niggas? Who are these? Fuck going on
They're
here,
not
man?
lame. They're cool.
I mean, that guy's cool. That guy lame as fuck, man. Yeah,
What
that's
are
a
you
lame-ass
talking
nigga.
about?
This guy cool as shit.
Look
That
at
guy's
this
lame
guy.
as hell, man. Hey, he cool, but who the fuck is that guy, man?
Hey, you be nice to Russell Brand. Relax.
Who the fuck is that, man?
What does he sound like when he comes?
He probably sound like a smooth jazz player. He probably sound cool as shit.
Oh, the
Yeah.
piano player? Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Real
He'd be-
shit.
yeah. It's like, yeah.
Yeah. There you go, baby. Hell yeah.
You came, I came, good night.
We all came. He probably say nigga when he come, too.
Yeah.
He cool enough, though. I came, nigga.
Hell yeah. Absolutely.
Do you come fast, like normally? Like how long do you?
Wait a minute, Red.
I
What the
mean,
fuck
like-
we got going on, man?
So
Red
stupid.
Band,
Every
you-
once in a while, he takes the word
Fuck is going
co-host
on?
to heart and tries to ask
everyone
his
says
own
black
questions.
people come faster.
Who said that? Who told you that?
Nobody. Nobody just says stuff randomly.
The fuck was that, Red Man?
Yeah.
We was all having a good time. Like, do you come quick, nigga? How fast do you come, Cam? I got questions about this shit.
Yep. It is an interesting question, Red Band. Very interesting. So, Cam, what else is going on in life?
Shit, a lot, man. I've been running around doing shit. I'm acting now. I'll be acting this shit, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You gonna,
Nigga,
you wanna,
guy.
you gonna
I
make
don't think I can tell him what the big one is.
Okay, we're not gonna tell him about the big one yet.
But yeah, I'm in some shit. It's weird. It's weird being like around real actors, because I don't act. I'm on me, you feel me?
Yep.
When I went to my audition, I remember it was a nigga in there, and I asked him, I said, hey, man, how you got started acting? He was like, I was in The Lion King when I was 8. I was simple. And I was like, damn, at school? He was like, nah, Broadway. I was like, I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be in this room at all, dog. This is diabolical. But, you know, it's cool, though. I fuck with it. You feel what I'm saying?
Can I ask, you don't have to tell me what it is, but is
What's
it
up?
dramatic acting or comedy acting?
Oh, no, I'm playing a retard. But...
Well, you don't really have to act to do that.
Wait a minute, what the fuck you just said?
Yeah, you guy.
It took
If
me
you
a
weren't a
second.
retard, you would have got it quicker.
No, I had to think about it, but fuck you. Huh?
Think about that next time you come.
I pray to God I don't.
I'll be there to hold you, son.
I love it.
I'm just acting. I'm just acting.
I'm doing a great
Dude,
job.
congratulations. You
Appreciate
like
man.
acting?
It's cool. I fuck with it. Hell yeah.
Did you think you would, you know, when you started your journey, you'd go into acting, or is that something that came way out of nowhere for you?
Came out of left field, but I fuck with it though.
That's
I think
cool.
it's pretty dope, man. Yeah, I feel
I'm going to
good.
give you some advice because you, like you said, you didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
Just jump in and take it, man. Don't be afraid. Just like go for it. Just like you do out here. Just go for it, man.
Hell
You're going to
yeah.
be good. You're
Appreciate
gonna,
you, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm good
I
for
love
you.
it.
Good for you.
Hell yeah.
And if you ever need to be inspired by another great actor, just think about the acting of your girlfriend when she told you that you made her come that one time.
No, she did. I believe her. I believe her that time I got her. That time I
There's
got her.
not a pair of Jordans in the world that are going to get you there, buddy. Cam Patterson has done it again, everyone. That is yet another new minute from Cam Patterson. Hello there. This podcast is sponsored by Open Phone. If you're running a business, you know that every time you miss a call, you're leaving money on the table. When every customer conversation matters, you need a phone system that keeps up and helps you stay connected 24/7. That's why you need Open Phone. Open Phone is the #1 business phone system that streamlines and scales your customer communications. It works through an app on your phone or computer, so no more carrying two phones or using a landline. Now, let me throw it to the most business-savvy guy I know in the world. It's Red Band.
Guess what, Tony? I love Open Phone. It's the best business phone system, hands down. With Open Phone, your team can share one number and collaborate on customer calls and texts like a shared inbox. That way, any teammate can pick up right where the last person left off, keeping response times faster than ever. See why over 60,000 businesses trust Open Phone.
Heck yeah. Open Phone is offering our listeners 20% off for your first 6 months at openphone.com/Kiltony. That's openphone.com/Kiltony. And if you have existing numbers with another service, Open Phone will port them over at no extra charge. Open Phone. No missed calls, no missed customers. And back to the bucket we go. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your next bucket pool. We're going to meet her all together. It is Liv Taylor. Liv Taylor.
What's up, Austin? I am Liv. I did just move to Austin. On the contrary, I do not have two sisters named Laugh and Love. Okay, that was stupid. Sorry. Yeah, I did just move to Austin. My husband died last year, which is, pretty unfortunate. But men don't like to be told that women are better drivers. So, as a woman, I've just proved my point. Okay. I did always tell him I was a better driver. Unfortunately, it took for him to just take me a little too seriously. I've pretty much lost everything that's in my head right now because there's a giant light shining in my face. Anyways, I also have anxiety, so anytime that I masturbate, I immediately think of my dead mom. Like, I know I'm shaming God, but, like, Grandma? Sorry. My husband, though, he was a freak. I like to say that he's now watching from his favorite point of view, which is from my asshole. Great. Love that.
Okay. Liv Taylor. I'm excited about this interview.
Hi.
The set was fucking, you know what it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. You don't have to
But
say
this interview, I'm real excited about because I love when people die near people that
Totes.
are on this show. It gives us something to talk
Been a
about.
lot of that tonight. Like about 5 of our actors when somebody died.
Yeah, odds
God bless them.
of us dying have gone up by the people that we pulled out of the bucket
Yeah.
tonight. Seems like they have a lot of death around them. D Madness is trying to leave right now. and which is very telling because they have a sixth sense, those people.
Oh, wow.
And by those people, I mean the blacks, not blind people. There he goes.
Did you notice when she said, I'm sorry, you said, and by the way, I'm so sorry, but you said your grandmother died or your father?
Oh, my grandmother.
all of
Everybody's
them.
dying. It's
Mom,
cool. Everybody's checking out.
husband, grandma.
There was
Grandmother.
one guy in the back when you said they died. Some guy in the back just went, whoa, like he cheered.
He
What-
cheered for the
what was
husband
that,
dying.
sir? What?
But let's not, fuck that guy. It doesn't really matter, Harlan. He was trying to be funny, but he didn't have the courage to sign up for the show because he doesn't have a full minute.
Wow.
He thought that he had a moment there.
That
but
caught me off guard.
He's a stupid pussy. That's what it
Okay, I was looking for an answer. I got one.
Yeah. So Liv, amazing that your name is Liv, even though everyone around you dies. Let's talk about it.
It is
how,
a joke of mine.
How did your husband die?
He flipped his truck.
He what?
He flipped his truck.
He flipped his truck. Wow. It's amazing the difference between flipping a house and flipping a truck, right?
Yeah.
One makes you money, the other ends your life.
Sure
Yeah.
does.
So he
He
flipped.
didn't hit a deer, did he?
No, just his head real hard.
How did he flip his truck? What happened there?
He was just trying to go off a ramp and was dumb. Didn't
was
do it right.
Going off a ramp.
Yeah, like an exit.
Oh,
an exit
okay.
ramp.
An exit
It was like
ramp.
2 a.m. You know, it was all factors combined.
Was
It
he
wasn't
drunk?
good. A little bit.
Okay, a little bit.
Yeah.
By a little bit, over the legal limit.
Probably.
Probably. You never asked. You
I
didn't-
mean, we parted ways that same night, so I would say.
You broke up with him that night.
No, he literally parted ways.
Oh.
We were together that night. Literally went apart, and then he.
What were you
did his
guys
thing and
doing
died.
together that
We were at a
night?
strip club.
Okay, so you and him were at a strip club. You and your husband.
Yes.
Did he leave first, or did
No, we
you
left
leave first?
together.
You left together.
He was
in
parked one way. I was parked the other. We were driving separate cars.
driving separate cars. Were you behind him?
No,
You were in front of him.
no.
You guys went two
We got
separate.
into an argument that night.
Oh wow! This is
it's
very
saucy.
very interesting. Amazing for a guy that's been pounding on the sound effect board all night. We got nothing for flipping trucks and
Where are the
death
sirens?
and actual.
I'll take the sirens.
Sometimes he gets a little daydreamy when we need him the most. So, you guys are arguing. What was the argument about at the strip club? Was he like looking at a girl too
I
much?
didn't want to spend the money at the strip club, but I'm a good wife, and
So
so
you were
we went
trying
the
to
strip
save
club.
money.
Yeah.
Okay.
In this economy, yeah.
Okay. So let's just stick with the questions here, Liv. So you're trying to save money. You guys get into an argument because he wants to stay at the strip club.
He wanted to go, and I didn't want to go, and I was like, "Fuck it, let's just go." So
How
can
did
stop
you not
fighting.
want to leave the strip club but also not want to spend money?
Okay, when we were downtown. I'm from Georgia. We were downtown, and he wanted to go to the strip club. I didn't want to go. We were moseying around until I just finally gave in. I was like,
And-
"Fine, let's fucking go." It's not even a strip club. It's a titty bar. It's a sad excuse.
That part doesn't
I know,
matter
I'm
to the
sorry.
story.
Yeah.
So when you get to the titty bar,
Yeah.
all of a sudden you kind of want to stay there.
Yeah,
And he wanted to leave.
yeah.
Interesting. So, what was the last thing that you guys said to one another before he went and died?
I'm gonna go to my truck, and I said, "I'm gonna go party with these friends you just made."
You went to
So-
go party with his friends.
I thought he was gonna follow with, but I was wrong. It's cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Do you live with a bit of guilt from that, you think?
Nah, I did.
You did.
Yeah.
But you're over it now. How long ago did this happen?
It'll be a year on the 2nd of this
Wow,
month.
you got over it real quick. Okay. Very cool. I like it. Do you have a boyfriend now?
Nope.
You're completely single.
I'm just trying to do comedy. I moved out here just for this.
You moved here from Georgia just for this. How long ago did you move here?
I just moved 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Awesome.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think you're missing the biggest question.
Go right
of all
ahead.
here.
I love
if
it.
you don't mind.
No, I want to hear it. It happens.
I think everyone's wondering.
Let's do it.
Why did you leave your hat in Cam's bedroom?
It's covered. It looks like it's covered in cum.
100%. I like to have fun, whatever.
You like to have fun? Okay.
Totally.
I love it.
I was just asking. Back to you, guy.
Thank you. What do you do for work, Liv?
I'm a vet tech.
You're a vet
I'm a
tech.
licensed vet tech.
Okay. And are you doing that here in Austin?
I have not found a job, but I will have to eventually. So yeah, I'll probably end up doing.
How much money did you save?
Well, my money is dead mom money, so
Dead mom money, 22,000.
Not even close. My mom did not expect to die. Probably like just under 10 grand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you have a little time. How much is your rent?
A good bit.
A ballpark.
It's like 1,800.
1,800. Do you live by yourself?
I do.
Okay. So you have about 6 or 7 months to get a job.
Stretch. I'm frugal.
I know a gambler
mother's
she'd do
child.
real well with.
Yeah. What do you do for fun, Liv? What are some hobbies?
I have dogs at home. I have 2 beagles, so I hang out with them.
Cute.
I'm really very homebody. Since I moved out here, I've just really been trying to explore and be by the pool and chill and relax and just try to honestly find a new life. So
Right.
Yeah.
And you're having fun doing stand-up comedy
Fuck
at night?
yes.
You enjoy it?
The only reason I do it is because my mom died.
When did your mom die exactly?
So funny story. My mom
finally.
died. Oh, you'll love this. My mom died the day after I saw your stand-up and met you with my husband on August 26th of last.
It's all coming back to you.
2023. I'm not even joking. Like, I got a phone call the next morning that my mom died.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So you saw me in that big theater in Atlanta, Georgia.
Cobb Energy Center.
And yes, the Cobb Energy Center. It is all coming back to me now. And how did your mom die? She flipped her truck.
She got hit by a car.
Really?
What?
Wow.
I mean, I always wanted a Jeep, and that just ruined it, so...
So was she walking or in a car?
No, she was a pedestrian.
She was a pedestrian.
It wasn't a hit and run, was it?
No, the guy stopped, and yeah.
Oh,
He did it the
God.
right way, but, you know.
He what?
He did it the right way. I mean...
He did it the right way.
All the
yeah.
way through, I mean...
Yeah.
He didn't have to suffer.
And you were very close with your mom.
Yeah, close-ish. My mom was kind of crazy, but
Well,
yeah.
until she got hit.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say.
Okay. And have you always been a natural neon pink?
I was just wondering
I'd
if
like to say natural red.
diabetic kids attack your candy floss at the carnival. Like just like 9 kids start chewing your hair.
It's pretty tasty. It actually smells really good.
It does. What's it smell like?
Hydropearl oil.
Can I smell it?
Sure, if you'd
I'd love
like.
to have a snort.
Oh, wow. It's chloroform.
Oh, wow. Smells like Cam's bedroom.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. All right, Liv. Well, congratulations. Now you know what it feels like, at least. There are extremely bright lights, and everything out there is dark, and now you know for next time. So sign up again and write a actual minute and remember it. Ooh, good catch. I threw that one a little high and hard, and she got it.
Wow,
All right.
Tough stuff there.
I like it. I like it.
You like the death stuff.
I like a good heavy interview. That's what this show's all about. Sometimes it's hee hee ha ha. Sometimes it's boo boo ba ba.
Yeah.
That's what I always say.
Yeah. Yeah. It's getting deep
All right.
today.
This is a special moment right now. Last week, we pulled out of the bucket a man who signed up for, I think, every Monday for over a year. And he had a good minute, but his interview skills were unbelievable. I swear to God, I think I'm bringing up for the second time ever who might be one of the greatest interviewees in the history of the show. I'm excited to see his second ever minute on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the short-awaited return of Alex Tarshoon, everybody. Here we go.
Thank you. I've been going to the gym a lot lately. I've been trying to make my workouts pertain to things I would do in real life. So every time I do a squat, I make sure to also lift my ball sack and cough. I didn't always used to be this big. I used to be really small. That was when my dad was getting the best of me. He said these beatings were preparing me for life. You know, for all the other 40-year-olds who are going to hit me with a belt and a shoe. You know, the thing is, though, he actually didn't own a belt. So we'd have to go to the clothing store, and he'd hit me with one there. You know, it might sound bad, but I guarantee you, every time he hit me with a belt, he always did it in goodwill. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. The return of Alex Tarshoon. Unbelievable. I've been looking forward to this for a whole week.
Thank you. Me too.
These people have no fucking idea the relationship that we built last week.
Full disclosure, I'm black.
He's black. Just in case he says the N-word at some point, he's black. Full disclosure, I'm also black. So look out. Here we go.
Full disclosure, I'm white.
So Alex, I love this suit. Last week, your clothing was extremely questionable. This week, you come in guns ablazing. Did you just get this?
Yeah, Amazon came through.
Wow. Amazon? Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
Wow. Look at that. How much was that?
$75 for the suit.
Yeah.
You know.
It's the new death in an elevator line.
What does that mean?
It's a Prince joke.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. Speaking of,
Oh, damn. How are you, buddy? I'd love to throw a hamburger patty on your glasses.
Alex Tarshoon.
Thank God he walked out that horrible Prince joke I did.
Yeah, that was crazy. It was a 39-year-old reference, I do believe. But it was good. It was good. It was good. Death by an elevator. I learned something new every time I have Harland on this show.
You know Prince died in an elevator, right?
Uh-uh.
He had an elevator in his mansion. They found him dead in his elevator.
Really?
Yeah. No, that was Whitney Houston, dude.
He's thinking of the
Prince
guy from
died
Friends.
in his elevator. Just ask him. He knows.
It's okay.
Right? You know.
I know that Harry Truman was killed by a volcano.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where did you learn that at?
I was just scrolling Instagram, it just popped up.
Yep. That's where you get all the great history teachings. There's no doubt about it. Not many people know that at all. In fact, nobody knows that because it definitely did not happen. But Harry Truman was killed by a volcano.
Yep.
This is history with Alex Tarshoon.
Yep.
I'm very excited. So you got a brand new $75 suit off of Amazon, and you're still rocking the do-rag.
Yeah.
That's always going to be part of you, isn't it?
Yeah, no, one do-rag, no socks. That's the game.
Do-rag, don't socks.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
And Alex, you work at a pizza place.
Yeah, I do delivery driving, and I also, because I actually play the trumpet while I drive, because you only need one hand for it.
You play a trumpet while you drive?
Yeah, I play the trumpet while I drive, and I use a little flap, like the sun visor, put like the music on it, so I can like kind of read it.
You have a trumpet. Do you have a trumpet with you?
Of course.
With you right now?
Yeah, I brought it.
You brought it?
Yeah.
Get this fucking trumpet.
Here we go.
You gotta be kidding me. This guy, by the way, set a record last week for the longest interview ever in the history of the show, because we found him so goddamn interesting. At no point during the 24-minute long interview did he even mention playing the trumpet. That's how fucking interesting this guy is.
Trumpet from a garbage bag, does it?
I was hoping to trumpet off your trumpet player.
Well, I guarantee you he's going to win. He's a professional. But let's do it. Let's have the first ever Mexican trumpet off. Trumpet. And here we go, your first ever trumpeter on this show's history. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Alex Tarshoon. Perfect. Wow. Absolutely incredible. All right, now the professional trumpet player is going to play. Oh, shit. Oh, he got that one note that you missed. Oh, shit. There you go. Red Band's jumping in with his trumpet sound effect. This is just a free-for-all at this point. Harlan's about to play a second crutch. Wow, look at that. Harlan coming through with a victory.
Somebody just handed me that trumpet. I was just driving around playing, and this guy was like, I've been looking for someone to give my trumpet to. And he's like, well, I guess you're the only guy. So I was like, all right. Like, that trumpet's actually really expensive, too.
How do you know that?
Well, I looked it up. Like, I eventually looked it up, and it's like, he said he was, like, giving away all his possessions and then moving to Thailand, which we know what that means, you know.
It means that he's about to go.
Yeah.
Do what?
Well, there's a thing that we don't like to talk about that we all do sometimes. Wait.
Go ahead. It's okay. Don't let anybody here throw you off with their scoffs and questions. What do we all do sometimes, Alex?
Well, sometimes you go on Skip Lag and you just want to see how much it would cost just if you want to, travel around the world and have your dreams come true.
What kind of dreams would you like to come true? What do you want to do in Thailand, Alex?
How about we start with some speech therapy classes? How about
I think we know what that means, right?
What?
Yeah, when it comes to Thailand, you know what's
what?
over there.
No.
You don't? You have no idea what they do in Thailand?
No.
Lady ba-ba-ba.
Oh, lady boys?
Yeah.
You want to be with a lady boy?
You want to get that lady boy gold.
Whoa, dude.
What's a lady boy gold?
It's just below platinum.
Wow. An interview genius. Eventually, this show might just end up being Alex Tarshoon being out here for an hour and a half every week. You guys will see when you... Yeah. So, Alex, very interesting stuff. What else is going on in life?
I kind of texted my ex-girlfriend. I was like, I got on Kill Tony's. I thought it'd be kind of weird if she just saw me randomly.
You texted your ex-girlfriend
I just said, just give me a call, which I guess is like an emergency or something.
Uh-huh. And remind everybody why that's a big deal, your ex-girlfriend.
I used to have a heart. I used to be in love.
And then what happened?
And then I got fired from my job.
And then what happened?
Oh, and then it was just a series of just like since last time I saw her, I had 2 guns get pulled on me at different occasions.
Right.
I went to jail a couple times just for a weekend.
You got a gun pulled on you and you went to jail?
I got a gun pulled on me in Portland, and then immediately the first thing I did was tell this guy a Prophet Muhammad joke while he was pointing at me, and I was like, all right, well, this is
He
the
was
time.
pointing a gun at you?
Yeah.
Do the joke that you did while a guy was pointing a gun at you.
Okay, well, what I said was...
First of all, did you say like, hey, don't shoot me, I'll let me do a joke?
Pretty
like,
much,
What did you say exactly?
Well, what I said was, hey, you want to hear a joke?
He pulled a gun on you, and that's the first thing that you said?
Yep.
Wow. And then what did he say?
He said, all right.
And he's holding it like this or sideways?
He was sitting in the car, so he was just pointing up at me.
Wow. Okay. So you say, want to hear a joke? He said yes, and then you go.
I said, in the religion of Islam, it's forbidden to draw the Prophet Muhammad. It doesn't say nothing about drawing his twin brother Billy, though. But wait, he's fraternal.
I would have shot him immediately.
Yeah. Did the guy laugh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Absolutely incredible.
Yep.
My God. And then what happened?
Oh, and then I saw this lady walking around, and I was like, you never believe this. I just had a gun pulled on me. And she's like, what'd you do? I said, I told him a joke, a Prophet Muhammad joke. And she goes, why? I'm like, that's comedy, right? And then she was like, no, it's not. And I was like, oh. And she's like, I'm actually in this, like, the circuit. Like, I know what comedy is. And I was like, all right.
Oh, yeah. A lady in Portland.
Yeah.
Has it all figured out.
Yeah,
That
she
sounds
has it.
about right. Yeah. I know Portland well enough to know that those are the types of people that think they have it all figured out. I'm in the circuit.
Perfect.
I finally got closure though, because I told her I got out and killed Tony, and she was like, "Good for you," but you know he's a bad man.
Right. Yeah.
And I was like, "Oof."
Yeah, those Portland people.
Yeah, I was like, "You stupid."
I'm the
bitch."
bad man. Meanwhile, she lives in a neighborhood where people in cars are rolling up, pulling guns on innocent people.
Yeah, well.
But I'm the bad guy.
Yeah.
Because I said something.
Is-
Some words. I said words.
Yeah.
So, Alex Tarshoon, what else is going on in life?
Well, Monday was good for me, last Monday. Tuesday was kind of rough.
Well, tell us what happened on Tuesday.
I got a phone call from my apartment, and they were just like, "So we heard you had 8 dogs. We just wanted to know when you're leaving." And I was like, "All right, well, you know." So it's been a long week. I got a couple of new apartments lined up, or new strategy for the new apartment. Just gonna lie. Tell me I have 2 dogs.
And you're going to sneak in 8 dogs.
Yeah.
A fun fact about Alex is he has 8 pit bulls. How did they find out? What are the odds that the apartment building found out the night or the next day after you talked about it in front of the world?
Well, it's because I got home so late that it was just like screeches and squeals for like a couple hours, like.
Oh,
Yeah.
they heard the 8 pit bulls playing around, fighting.
No, his bedroom's next to Cam's.
Yeah. That makes sense. So what are you realistically going to do for an apartment, Alex Tarshoon? You're out there delivering pizzas for a living.
Well, first off, my chances of being a public school teacher are plummeting.
Why?
You can't plummet if you were never even up, all right?
I was working on my teaching certificate, like thinking like I'm gonna get summer off to hang out with my dogs, and then I was just like there's something about like saying nigga on stage. It's just not gonna work for me,
I think you can say it.
I should.
You should. You should be able to say it.
Yeah.
Are both your parents black? Because you're like sort of like a little fair skinned.
No, I'm like black and like Moulin.
All right, then you can't say it.
Well, those both mean black.
Yeah. John Keys gave him permission, so that's cool.
Oh yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Yep.
How do you know you're not going to be able to get your teacher's certificate?
Well, I think like if you just Google me, like it just comes up that like I prank phone called the suicide hotline by accident.
Really?
Yeah. Like if you Google me already, like there's like it was already dicey like to think that I'd get the job in the first place.
Wow.
How do you prank the suicide hotline?
Yeah, what exactly
Don't jump.
did you do?
Don't jump.
Well, like basically like I had like shoulder surgery, making excuses for myself. I was kind of on like pills and stuff. Like had like a big old sling and everything. And I was just like thought it'd be funny. Like I was watching Crank Yankers, and I was like, oh, Crank Yankers. I should make prank phone calls. That'd be funny. That'd be good content.
Yeah.
And what I did was I just called up the suicide hotline and was just like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And then I put like the 2 house phones together to make that like robot squeal. And then like my brother came in. He's like, oh, hey, Peter, what are you doing? Like, oh, no, Peter, what happened? And he goes to the phone. He's like, why did you do this to Peter? And then like an hour later, I'm like making eggs. Like, wow, that was pretty funny.
Dude,
And
I'm
then, like, the
about to
police
kill
came.
myself right now. Let's move this along.
Yeah, it doesn't really pop up. How do you spell your last name again?
It's TARCHOUN.
CHOUN.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds sort of French, dude.
Yeah.
Is there some French in your
Yeah,
bloodline?
we used to be a French colony.
You used to be.
My dad's country, yeah.
What was your dad's country again?
Tunisia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Tunisia.
You know what Tunisia?
Yeah. You got me.
Oh, wow. Holy shit.
Damn.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's definitely
Have
you.
your hat on here.
Yikes. Wow.
That is incredible. How do we find it? Is it a video?
No, I had to delete the audio too, but it's like they wouldn't take down the article because the company went out of business, so it's just kind of stuck there.
Alex Tarshoon, ChatGPT says Alex Tarshoon was involved in an incident where he made a prank call to a suicide prevention hotline, which led to his arrest and charges of second-degree false incident report and disorderly conduct. Is that true?
Yeah.
You got. This fucking guy's incredible.
Thank you.
This is the only show where people get an applause break for being arrested for pranking a suicide hotline. People are like, bravo, true art.
I had an arrest one time where I had a 60-year charge. That was like a Class X felony in Illinois.
Wow, what did you do there?
So basically, my friend was like, I'm going to go mule my friend was like, I'm gonna go mule like a bunch of weed across the country, and I was like, I'm not doing anything. Like, I'll go hang out. Like, I'll go for the ride.
You just wanted to go along for the ride.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and then like the thing is, like, we had a driver who was, you know, like kind of on the spectrum a little bit, like not in a bad way, but like for this it was terrible, because like I was in the front seat just like taking a nap, and like the cop was knocking on my window. I'm like, how does the cop waking me up? Like you know what I mean? Like that's, you know. But like right before bed, like I was like braiding my hair. Like right before I went to sleep. I was,
In the car.
Yeah, I was braiding my hair, just thinking like, well, if I get arrested, like I want to have a good mugshot. And then like I actually did wake up to a cop on the window, and I was like, oh shit. You know?
Was your hair completely braided at that point?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you get the magical mugshot that you had hoped for?
I really did.
Let's go back to Alex
So
Tarshian.
if you go on my YouTube, it's like the opening for my cartoons.
It is?
Yeah, episode 2 through 4.
So you have a cartoon too.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, he has a wildly successful cartoon. Tell Harlan the name of your cartoon.
What is it?
So basically, it's the black version of Ed, Edd and Eddy.
And what's it called?
What is
It's called Nig, Nig, and Nigga.
There you go. There you go. Just in case you were wondering. Self-described, half black, half...
Moulignon.
That's right. Absolutely incredible. This guy.
Yeah, friend of yours?
You can ask him anything, and you get an unbelievable answer every goddamn... All the stuff that we found out this interview, we didn't talk about last week. It's been 17 minutes he's been up here. Time flies with Alex Tarshian.
So this cartoon, is it for kids?
Not really. Not
Who's
really.
it for?
It's just for people like who just like comedy and stuff, not too sensitive and shit, you know?
You know, if you say Beetlejuice 3 times, it disappears. So what was the name of your show?
Everybody at the same time.
No.
It's just Nig, Nig, and Nigga.
What was it?
Nig, Nig, and Nigga.
A lot of bleeps this episode coming in.
Does anything happen if you say that 3 times?
You know what? Like, nah.
There you go. Yeah, Red Band keeps trying to Google your cartoon.
I need to delete my search history.
Yeah. He typed in the name of your cartoon, and Belle Bib DeVoe popped up for some reason. So, Alex, last week, at the last second of many minutes of interview, we found out that your shoes were falling apart. Show the audience.
You get a good peek at this. We got the old alligator mouth.
Lift it up, and pull it down so that people can see. You see that? And this guy's out there delivering pizzas, hustling, getting kicked out of his apartment, taking care of 8 dogs. So we have a gift for you. The lovely Heidi's bringing it out.
Let's go.
It is your size. It's a brand new pair of Nikes. Bust those things out and pop them on there, Alex. Just
we
pull
know
them
what
out.
happens if he says it 3 times.
There you go, Alex. A pair of my favorite shoes. Yeah, put them on.
Great.
Put them on, Alex. Put them on, you son of a bitch. Take off those
Shiny as
dirty
fuck.
fucking shoes. And you should start wearing socks, Alex.
I asked ChatGPT if I should wear socks, and it said yes.
Yes. Yeah, you could have asked fucking anybody. They would have told you yes. You didn't have to go to ChatGPT. You didn't have to use that kind of technology. Red Band's really ramping up to say something here, everybody.
Why do you wear that hat every week? Yeah, William Montgomery wore it last week, and he said his whole head smelled like pizza for the rest of the night.
There you go. Was it worth it? We already talked about the thing. It's good. How do the shoes feel?
They feel great. I feel like it's a good color.
They really match your do-rag, bro. That's like a good look.
My hair gets really frizzy because like the hot heat around here.
Yeah.
So I try to keep the kind of moisture in.
But how do you feel about the way it matches? You must feel like $1 million right
I feel like
now.
a Hot Wheels car.
Feel like a Hot Wheels car.
You have the vibe of a Hot Wheels car. It's very, very death in an elevator, if you will.
Oh, that joke doesn't work. I already tried it. You know.
So we're gonna throw those old shoes out.
Can we throw them over to the telephone line?
Yeah, if you want to, yeah, you could do that if you want, Alex. Congratulations, you have new shoes. Another set and interview down the hatch. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you very much.
There he goes, everybody. There he goes. He bought a new suit just for this. $75 on Amazon Prime.
You bought him those shoes, Tony?
Yeah.
That was really nice of you, man.
Yeah.
Those are nice shoes.
Hey.
Would it be inappropriate, because how much they cost, can I ask, or is that inappropriate? How much does a rack of them cost?
Yeah, I think they were like $120.
Nice guy.
They're my favorite shoes, so I got him a pair of my own favorite shoes.
Give Tony a hand. That's nice right there, huh?
I bought them once.
Wow.
In New York City from the Nike store.
That's nice.
And I was surprised at how great they are. They're my favorite shoes. All right. Wow. Make some noise for your next bucket pool. It's Nicholas Hartley, everybody. Here we go.
Hey, my grandpa is not a big sports fan. In fact, I think his favorite sport is Family Feud. Because every episode they put a white family versus a black family. And my grandpa, diehard Whites fan. I'll tell you that. He fucking loves those guys. I think the worst day of his life is when Steve Harvey took over. Because he's just sitting there like, the ref is on their team. It isn't fucking fair, you know? Like, you think Steve is rigging the game. He's so delusional, you know? Like, I'm watching a nice family-friendly show, and my grandpa's watching Steve go over there like, white family, name a word that white people can't say. You hear the black family go, good answer, good answer. I never want to excuse my grandpa for his racism, but he grew up on a farm in the 1940s. If he died of racism today, they would say he died doing what he loved. Thank you.
Absolutely. Nicholas Hartley. Some Family Feud material. We love the feud around here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't like the Family Feud?
I hate that thing.
Why?
Because of him.
Yeah, fuck.
No, I don't. I'm ambivalent.
I love
That's a big word, guy. I know. Relax.
That's not a guy.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, it.
Nicholas, is this your first time on the show?
Yes, sir.
Welcome, welcome. How old are you?
I'm 26.
26. How long have you been doing stand-up?
2.5 years.
2.5. What do you do for work?
I work at a Mexican restaurant.
Wow. What do you do at a Mexican restaurant? The bartender?
A lot of it's just me going up to Mexican ladies and being like, Inglés? And they're like, no. That's a lot of it. But most of it's just me serving and, you know, getting food back and forth, trying not to get fired.
Wow, a white guy serving at a Mexican restaurant.
It is going up there like, can I get you some chilaquiles? Would that be all right? And they go, no.
Okay. How long have you been serving at this Mexican restaurant?
4 months.
4 months. What were you doing before that?
Before that, I was playing professional rugby.
Rugby?
Yes.
Professionally?
Yeah.
You were getting paid to play rugby?
$19 an hour. It was
$19 an hour. How many hours a week would you do that?
Well, they paid us for 4 hours a week because that was practice, but then we were really doing like 10-hour days every day, you know, film study and all that other shit, so.
Wow.
That's a brutal game. What's your worst injury, my guy?
I popped out my collarbone one time in a rugby game, and I was walking off field, and another fella come around the weak side and popped it back in. And I couldn't move my arm for like a week. It was pretty sick. Made jerking off really hard.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. I still did it.
You're left-handed?
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
Great story, and then he wrecks it at the end.
Yeah. Tough business.
Yes, sir.
Rugby is a tough business.
You seem a little, like, no offense, but you don't have the biggest build I've ever seen for a rugby player.
Yeah, I'm fast. I'm really fast, and that
Are you
helps
the cheerleader by any chance?
Yeah. I did in high school. That was kind of neat.
You were a cheerleader in
Yeah,
high school.
yeah.
It's amazing because I picked up on those energies as well.
Right,
I could
yeah.
feel male
Yeah.
cheerleader energies.
Can you give us one of your best cheers?
Yeah.
I mean, I was a bass. I didn't really do any of that. I was just like that. And then I
Can
did some
you give us
flying.
one of your most perverted looks?
I could do a toe touch. You want me to do
Okay,
that?
yeah, let's
Don't
do it.
pop your
Ladies and
shoulder
gentlemen,
up.
the first toe touch of the evening. Wow. Absolutely.
David Lee Roth in the house, huh, guy?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and jump, huh, player?
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. Very impressive.
Can you do that again, bro, in slow motion?
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad's going to hate everything about what just happened. I'll tell you that.
Your dad doesn't like the fact that you were a male cheerleader?
Well, he doesn't like gays. I'll say that.
Well, he probably wasn't going to like the show anyway because I am the host. So let's talk about it. This is all very interesting. Was the stuff with your grandpa real?
Yeah, so he watches Family Feud all the time. I mean, I've never really seen him be like, oh, he's saying the phrase that I said, but he definitely says things he should not. I'll say that. And he thinks Steve is cheating somehow. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
He thinks that the host is cheating.
Yeah, because the black family actually wins a lot, and that blows his mind every time. Like he'll sit there and he'll be like, that's on the board. That's bullshit. That's bullshit and a half. And then he'll be like, the black person will answer and he'll be like, hey, why would anybody think that? And then it's ding, and he goes, this is bullshit. He gets even more mad.
I love it.
Oh, yeah,
That is
he's-
incredible. Do you ever video record him watching it?
Not at all.
You should.
No. I would love to do that.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Turn this bit into a fucking reality show.
Yeah.
People would love to watch a racist old guy fucking watch the feud.
I mean, I always say that, like, kind of watching it, if I've been gone for a while, I forget how racist he is, but like I love my grandpa.
Yeah.
So when I go back and watch Family Feud, it almost feels like cracking open a cold one after an AA meeting, I'm like, I can't enjoy this, but goddamn does it hit the spot every single time. Every time.
Does he ever watch basketball and yell the same shit at the white people?
No, he refuses to watch basketball. He does not consider that an American sport, I don't believe. But
And his son plays Australian rugby?
Yeah, I don't know about that one. He wasn't happy, He wants me to be an engineer, but I got a little sad. Oh, no.
You're doing just fine.
Thank you, Tony.
What's the most racist thing you've ever heard your grandpa say?
I actually have an answer. The most racist thing my grandpa ever said, it doesn't even involve the N-word. I was at an American Legion with him, and there was this black man there, and I thought, my grandpa's not racist. He just doesn't like people who aren't, who don't like the things he likes. If you found a black guy who likes bluegrass, who likes country music, and was an ex-veteran, they'd get along, and this guy was all of that. And I got into the car with him. I was like, what'd you think of that guy, Grandpa? Did you like that guy? Because they were having fun.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, that guy? He's fine around those good white folks, but when you put him around his own kind, the jungle just comes out in him,
Wow. Absolutely incredible. Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and jump.
Just about pulled.
Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. All right.
Yep.
Wow. That is
About pulled my hamstring on that one. That one hurt a
Okay.
little bit.
Oh, dude.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely perfect. What'd you say, D Madness? I'm glad he did. Oh shit! No, you can't be mad at him.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
not racist, D. He's talking about his grandpa, D. Yeah, you just like the fact that he would hurt himself because he has a racist grandpa? Not really. Oh, okay, perfect. Well, we didn't really get much of anywhere with that talk. Nicholas Hartley, what do you do for fun? What are some hobbies of yours now that you're out of the rugby game and you're working at a Mexican restaurant? When you're not doing stand-up, what else do you like to do?
I mean, I play a lot of Sudokus, and I play chess, and
Okay.
I mean, as far as fun, I like to golf. I golf a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Do you have a love life? Is there a particular lover out there?
I do. I have a lady. She's a gal, and I like that.
Yep.
Big fan of her being a gal, and
Yep.
Yeah, she's a good lady. She's Catholic, and that causes some friction between us. Yeah.
Why would it cause friction?
Well, I'm a Protestant, and her mother hates me for that. So
Wow, look at
So we don't
that.
get along
Just
at all.
whites fighting.
Yeah. D. Madness is happy right now.
Yeah, he's smiling ear to ear over here.
For sure.
What's your girlfriend do, bro, Sefiosh?
Well, she's getting her master's in college right now, and Brosefia.
What is she getting her master's in?
She wants to be a dietitian. You know?
Ooh, is she a bigger girl?
No, but she does do CrossFit, and she's probably stronger than me right now, and that makes me upset.
Huh. Why have you ever asked her why she wants to be a dietitian? Why she wants to work with
Yeah,
big girls?
she says she wants to help people, and like there's so many other ways you could do that, you know.
Yeah.
But she just likes food, and she likes to help people. She might be fat. I don't know. Fuck. But no, she's a nice lady, and I care.
How long have you been with her?
Year.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to figure this out, Nicholas Hartley. I feel like I'm a question away from figuring out something. What scares you?
Oh shoot.
Black people.
It's unbelievable. We do all that work.
Man, what scares me? Shit. I really don't like crowded spaces. I really hate crowded spaces because I'm a small guy and I get smushed into places, you know. That's just a real fear, but I am also afraid of like heights too. I think I have a lot of fears, to be honest, but
You're afraid of heights.
yeah, I'm afraid of heights.
When's the last time you were somewhere high?
We went to Colorado one time
And you were scared the whole time.
not the whole time, you know, but like when you get standing on like a ledge, you're leaning down, you feel like you're gonna fall. I don't like that at all. you know.
All right, Nicholas.
Not the best answer, I know, but
Have you ever been arrested?
never been arrested, but I should have been several times.
What do you think you should have been arrested for?
Well, when I was in high school, me and my buddies would drive around drinking Jack Daniels bottles, and then we would just chuck them out the window. And sometimes we'd put like a little $20 bill in them and stuff like that.
Wow.
Just set them out like fishing lures, you know?
Damn, interesting. I think I know about a guy that on an exit ramp that saw one of those and tried to stop real quick.
For sure.
Flipped his truck.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But,
Anything else crazy we should know about you, Nicholas? Any other fun facts about your life? Grandpa was racist. What about Grandma? Did you ever hang out with Grandma?
So here's the thing with Grandma.
Okay.
Grandma pretends to not be racist.
Oh, let's
right?
go.
So
Let's fucking go.
we'll be watching Family Feud, and Grandpa's going off, and she's
Uh-huh.
like, "Now, Dale, you can't be saying that around the grandkids, you know." And then she'll lean over to me because I'm one of our older grandchildren, and go, "You know, they're just not as smart as us, you know."
Oh
And-
my God.
And I'm like, "Grandma, she's a nice lady, but she's got some demons in her, you know."
Yeah. She
She's my
puts on a front like she's not racist, but then she
Yeah.
whispers to her little favorites.
Yeah. And that's the crazy thing is, too, I think they think I'm racist, too, because I'm not going to tell an 80-year-old man, "You're wrong for that," you know?
Right.
So I just go, yeah. Actually, that's true. Because I was hanging around my grandpa's friends one time, and he just coyly said, he's like, "This is my grandson, Nick. He's like us," you know? And I was like, I like bluegrass. I do like bluegrass, Grandpa.
Wow.
Big fan of bluegrass. Dude, my dad's going to be so pissed about this. My dad is going to be so pissed.
It's perfect. That means you're doing something right.
Thank you.
You ever sit around with the family and watch Wheel of Fortune with the hoods on?
Yeah, no, we never done it with the hoods on.
You will. You will.
Yes, sir.
Well, Nicholas, congratulations. You got on the show. You did it.
Thank you.
Caught a little low toss there. Let's have some more fun. Your next bucket pull is from the inside, ladies and gentlemen, so it's probably going to take her a while to get up here. Make some noise. It is one of you representing this audience. Make some noise for Cassandra Hartford, everybody. Cassandra Hartford. There she is, right in the middle. Normally, a fun fact, the audience sign-ups normally don't do as well as the comedians. That's why a lot of people are leaving right now. The
these people have to go open up their food truck. They have a food truck that they run together. By the way, shout out to R&B's Steakhouse making cheesesteaks for us tonight. Here is Cassandra Hartford, everybody. Make some noise for Cassandra.
My cousin called me on the way earlier today to let me know how excited she was that she took a Ancestry.com test, and we are 12% of the same DNA. Thank God I'm only 12% fat retard. Gosh. Other cousins are black and in jail, so I don't know which one's worse. None of them have ever seen a ballot box. Wait, do they let retards vote in Texas? They do. Yeah. If you couldn't tell, I grew up prejudiced. I thought everyone with Down syndrome was related. Just one big old family of thumbs. Yeah. Did you guys hear about the big bankruptcy? You know, they employ all of the retards in America. What was it, Hooters? What are we gonna do with all those girls? That's my time. Thank you.
Cassandra Hartford actually doing pretty good for an audience bucket pool. Incredible. You said retard 11 times during your set, but you know what they say. If you are one, you're allowed to say the word. So congratulations.
12%.
Welcome, welcome. This is the first time we've had our own Hawk Tua girl on the show. This is very exciting. Hawk Threa over here, we'll call you. Like a new model of Hawk Tua. What brings you to Austin, Texas? Do you live here?
I do not live here. I live in Florida.
What part of Florida?
Melbourne, just outside of Orlando.
Uh-huh. Okay. And you're just visiting Austin?
Just visiting Austin. I came in for a concert.
What concert?
Penny and Sparrow over at the Paramount.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never heard of them. What kind of music is that?
A little folky, little blues.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know about them?
Yeah.
You know about nothing musically. How do you know about them?
I can't remember, actually, but no, they're great. They're great.
Just
Is it
good
girls?
music. Nope, two dudes, Andy and Kyle.
Wow, you're looking at dudes playing music. What's going on over here? Look at my little cultured co-host over here. I never knew you had it in you. How?
They're chill. They're like really cool. I recommend.
Penny and Sparrow.
Is it like country music?
Not country.
Considered folk.
Whoa.
Their biggest song is called Slaves. There's kind of a theme tonight. I don't know if anybody's catching on to it.
Yeah.
Trying to get away from the racism thing in my reputation right now. And episodes like this don't help at all.
Yeah.
I'm here for a concert. Penny and Sparrow. You might know them from their hit Slaves. Couple white guys singing about slaves. All right. And what's your story? You're married? You have a big, big diamond on that finger?
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
How long you been married for?
I'm engaged. I've been
Oh.
engaged for about 3 years.
Well, let me just tell you. There's a theme tonight. I don't know if you've been watching this show.
What do you mean?
bit.
Tell me.
But you better get married because he could die at any point.
Yeah.
Why do you think you've been engaged for 3 years and he hasn't pulled the trigger yet?
Well, he already pulled the trigger. I haven't planned the wedding.
It's up to you now.
Yeah.
Why are you hesitating on planning a wedding?
I don't have the intrinsic desire to like pick the fucking flowers and like that whole like dress thing. Like I can't be bought. It's like it's me. It's not him. It's me. I'm the problem.
He's in for a ride.
Yeah. Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
Isn't it every girl's dream to do this? And you're like, you just sound like you don't seem enthused.
I don't like being judged by Evel Knievel, first of all.
Whoa, look at that.
Whoa.
I'll take that.
Damn.
I'll take that. I love
Wow.
Evil Knievel.
Oh my
Just
goodness.
call me Eve.
Summer's Eve. Am I right?
Douche your mouth.
I love it. So what do you do for work, Cassandra Hartford?
Yeah, so it's Hartford.
Uh-huh.
Ford. I own a.
El Correcto over here.
The Ferd just gives that 12% retard. Ferd, you know?
Okay.
Leaning out of
You
that.
got it.
There's
We see-
18.
There it is. Your special trick.
Yeah. I own a commercial real estate brokerage.
Wow, look at that. What does your husband to be do?
Manages money.
He manages money. Is he good at it?
I think he's pretty.
You have a nice home as your commercial real.
Yeah,
Is it
we're
good?
okay, yeah. I don't live in my car like the rest of the guys that come up. I'm so sorry.
Hell yeah.
I just get like a regular life.
You don't have 8 pit bulls? What kind of a car do you have?
Fucking Tesla. A Tesla.
You don't like your Tesla?
I just look like I drive a Tesla, so it's it's the.
Teslas are great.
I fucking love Teslas, but
everybody that has a Tesla loves it.
Yeah.
Why you feel like you're afraid to talk about it or something?
Yeah.
Because this is the MAGA convention of comedy, right? Just putting a bullseye on my back. I'm teasing. No, I look like what I am. I know. I'm aware.
It's so funny. Tesla was always a liberal car.
It used to be.
So weird.
It used to be.
Funniest thing that's
Save
happened.
the planet.
Yeah.
Everything against oil and gas.
Same with all the people that all the good people.
Yeah.
Get considered MAGA now. Isn't that interesting?
On Amazon for $15, they have these things where you could take off the Tesla logos and put a Honda Prius on it, and people think it's a Honda Prius.
Cool. Thanks.
So if you want a Honda Prius.
Or even in your case, you can put retard on it.
Yeah. Yep. And then everyone will know it's you. It's the retard girl, Cassandra Hartford. What do you do for fun, Cassandra?
This?
You do stand-up. How long you been doing stand-up for?
Like 5 hours.
So you
like
did...
in total, like
Right.
stage time.
Right. So
Yeah.
did you perform 5 hours ago?
No, like collectively 5 hours.
So you wrote that. You wrote your 6 retard jokes and decided to do this today.
No, so
She's
on
saying she's,
stage, on and on. Yeah,
stage times 5 hours.
he gets it. He's just trying to get me to say a year and a half. Yeah. Red Band understood.
What?
I said he understood.
No, he doesn't fucking know. I want to hear it from you, not from fucking Red
On
Band.
and off for about a year, total time on stage, 5 hours.
So you first went on stage about a year and a half ago.
Correct.
Okay. Why would you say 5 hours then?
It's just confusing to me when people are like 8 years, and I'm like, but how much fucking time on stage? Because that.
Your way is so much dumber than their way, by the way.
Okay.
We don't say dumber, we say...
Yeah, I'm trying to... There you go, yeah. This is a fucking... This is a bleep fest is what's happening right now. People hate
It's
the
like
bleeps.
an 8-minute show tonight.
Yeah. So in a year and a half, you think you've been on stage 5 hours, is what you're saying.
I live in a smaller market, so there's not a ton of mics and stuff to go up at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have fun when you perform stand-up comedy?
Yeah, I like
Do you
it.
make friends that are comedians?
I try to.
Do you have more friends in the real estate business or the comedy business?
Real estate. It's just because you're working with them all day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you good at selling commercial real estate?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So good. I opened a company and I started doing it.
You have your own company.
Yeah.
Right. So good at it that you started your own company.
Does it
I just had to. It fucking does. It literally does.
Okay.
We're down to 7 minutes.
Where did you meet your husband to be at?
We met at a comedy show.
At a comedy show. Were you performing?
I was not. I had no interest.
What was
at
the
time.
comedy show?
Just a mic in Melbourne, Florida.
You guys were just at a random open mic together.
Yeah.
And you guys were sat next to each other?
In the same room, and he's hot, so it was kind of like, oh, whoa, and a unicorn.
Did he? He doesn't do stand up though.
He does not know.
Okay.
No.
You're the funny one in this relationship.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Red Band?
Red Band?
You're doing physical
You guys
comedy.
didn't realize the whole time she's had her hand in her front pocket playing with her
Why
kid?
the fuck
Just
are the
playing with her
pockets
kid
in
the whole
pockets?
time.
You're
She's
supposed
just
to be-
going like
Wow,
this
you
the
have-
whole time.
You got Colton Christie
My little
over here,
T-Rex.
very excited about the front pocket acknowledgement on a podcast. Cassandra, most interesting thing about your life before I let you go.
Oh, God. I was a teen mom
You were?
twice.
Wow. So how old are your kids now?
17 and a half and 16 and a half. So
17 and what?
they're almost 18, almost 17. So they're almost adults.
Wow.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah.
And who was that guy? You still talk to him?
When I have to.
Right.
Yeah.
Is he a good guy? Does he have a steady job?
I hope so.
You don't know?
I mean, no, they interact with him, but it's more like a shared, He's a we were teenagers, so, wishing
And you
the
let
best.
him nut inside of you all the time? Did you
No.
not know how the birds and the bees worked?
I guess not.
You didn't?
When you're kids and you're fucking around and you're making dumb decisions.
But he was finishing inside of you.
I'm aware.
You didn't notice that?
There's this weird thing that like some men will do where they'll finish and then keep going because they're so embarrassed by how quick they finished.
The old Florida fucktooery.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
The old manatee meatloaf.
That's right. The old pepperoni pizzette. The old double stuffed crust. The old elephant ear.
Can I ask, this is kind of an intimate question. Do you mind if
absolutely.
Daddy digs a little deep?
Absolutely.
You were getting deep. Daddy wants to get deep.
Dig, daddy, dig.
So you're doing the teenager thing, and sometimes when you're a teen,
Yeah.
you don't have a place you can do the deed. So, not to get too, but did you do it in a car or something? Like, did you have fun in a car?
Good question.
I respect that question. No, it was always at his parents' house.
Like in the basement or something?
Just in a bedroom.
In like a race car bed?
Yeah.
Was it were there
Tesla
posters on the
bed,
wall?
yeah.
Do you remember if there were posters on the wall?
It was dark.
It was always dark?
It was dark.
Okay, were
Yeah.
the parents in the house when you were doing it?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably in the garage ripping cigarettes.
That's why he did it so fast. The parents were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it when the parents are there.
Mm.
Did you ever do it at your house, or was it always at his house?
Always his.
Why not your house?
It was rough.
Tell us more.
Yeah, it was a rough house. My bedroom was the carport of the house that was closed in at some point.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't
so
realize that the character Jenny from
pretty
Forrest
bad.
Gump was based on you. That really is a rough upbringing, being raised in a carport.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
We never got to have sex at her place. Cassandra lived in a carport. So I had to nut inside of her in my race car bed. I kind of sound like Joe White. I nutted inside of her, Tony. Where's Joe White at? Get him up here. Where's he at? Some of you might not know, but we have a house photographer that's 175 years old, and he has one of the funniest voices you've ever heard. We couldn't have to. Where is he?
He's coming up the stairs.
Oh, this is gonna take forever. Wow, my goodness! And how about this this new man? Where is he? Where's this supposed hot fiance of yours? Where's he at?
Glasses.
Which guy?
There he is.
Oh, look at that guy! Wow, look at fucking Clark Kent over here. Holy shit! And how about him? Do you let him finish inside of you like you did? Like you did the old boy back in the day? Does this guy do the old fucking dump and pump? Does this guy come and keep going at the same time? Does this guy do the old fucking
It's called the manatee meatloaf. I already told
yeah.
you.
The old creme de la creme? The old frosted flake?
Wow.
The old... All right, where the fuck's Joe White? Okay, Joe White. Here's Joe White, everybody. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. There he is.
There he is.
Our photographer since... Wait, don't take her mic, Joe, give her mic back. We got a special mic for you, you crazy old batty bastard. Let's do a version of the Forrest Gump music, but not exactly so that it sets off the YouTube censors. And then Joe, I want you to say we couldn't have sex at her place because she lived in a carport. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
We couldn't have sex at her place because she lived in a carport.
Perfect. If podcasts gave out Emmy Awards, I swear to God we would win one. I swear to God. Perfect. All right.
perfect.
How about a hand for Joe White, ladies and
Joe.
gentlemen? We love you, Joe.
Biggest pimp in the world, guys.
Not a lot of people know this, but he's the one that took the picture at the Last Supper. He's a photographer for Paul Revere back in the day. So many great things. That was him. Here is a big joke book, Cassandra. We're going to give it to you, even though your set was just okay. I like your energy and your attitude. Cassandra Hart. Oh, that's what happens when you keep your hand in your pocket. They're not ready. Cassandra Hartford. All right, let's get one last bucket pull up here. We're in overtime now. Make some noise for Jovan Afzali. Or Johan, perhaps. Or Jovan.
All right, let me know if this makes you laugh. Okay, so so I went to get a physical the other day, right? And I get to the doctors and I show them my insurance card, and they're like, "Oh, with your insurance, we can only check your height and your weight." So they took me in the back and they made me look in a mirror and just guess how fat I was. So I'm like, "Oh, I'm not that fat." Okay, and they're like, "You're definitely gonna need glasses." Okay. So there was a lot of hot girls at the library today, but I didn't talk to any of them because it's hard to be charming when you have to whisper. So instead, I just sat down next to one and I read Eating Pussy for Dummies and vigorously highlighted. Yo, I swear to God, man, if one more person says I look exactly like George Floyd, I'm gonna lose my shit. You know me. You know, I'm just a classic incel. One time I had sex with a blow-up doll on an air mattress. I've never been more out of breath. Holy shit.
Wow. Jovan Afzali, ladies and gentlemen. An incredible set. Wow. Perhaps more jokes than we've heard from every bucket pull all night tonight, all in one 60-second set. Harlan Williams.
Every joke hit.
Yeah.
Like every single joke, you got a big laugh. So way to go, bud.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
incredible.
Thank you, guys.
And you've been on this show before, right?
Yeah.
But it did not go that well last time, right?
No, I think, I think...
You're showing growth. It happens.
Yes.
It's a natural thing. How long have you been doing stand-up?
I'm 4 years, yeah.
4 years. All of it here in Austin?
No, I 2 years in Austin, 2 years in Albany. That's where I'm from, New York.
Another upstate New York. Absolutely incredible. Wow. Congratulations on getting out of there. What do you do for work?
I'm a cook at like a sushi restaurant nearby. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You don't cook sushi, dude.
Yeah. I see your point.
I think he's fucking lying is what he's doing.
Hell yeah.
Well, it wasn't my first choice, yeah. Like, I wanted to be a hibachi cook because, like, it's the only job where you get to throw shrimp into black guys' mouths and nobody bats an eye. But,
wow.
But they wouldn't hire me.
Here we go.
So I went sushi.
We almost had a big good ending, but we got to chop down another minute now.
Incredible.
Yeah.
So what are you cooking? You're basically deep frying wontons edamame?
No, I'm a prep cook, and the sauce guy just got fired today, so I got moved up to sauces. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Sauce guy. What? Do you know why the sauce guy got fired?
It's a big mystery, but I can only guess. You know. Yeah. Probably putting.
What would you guess?
Probably putting bad stuff in the sauce. Yeah.
There you go. No doubt about it. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Have you ever seen a sauce squatch?
That's fucking corny. That's fucking corny. What the fuck?
Hey, I'm Evel Knievel. I do what I want. I said, have you ever seen a sauce squatch?
What's the best sauce that you're looking forward to making?
Oh, there's this really good one. It's like edamame with jalapenos in it. And it's like, we call it EDJ, and it's like, I don't know, it's delicious.
Why do you call it EDJ?
Edamame jalapeno, dipshit.
Well, I see
Put it
why
together.
you would
Okay.
say that, which is cool and all, dipshit. But that would make it EJ. Or else you would just go the first two letters of both fucking words.
EDJA sauce.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
I see your point. Yeah, I see your point. I'm sorry for overreacting.
Yeah, you're goddamn fucking right you are. Little fucking little bull dyke bitch.
Don't worry about it, DS.
Fucking, I give these people a fucking shot. They want to get a goddamn fucking attitude.
Yeah.
It's getting a fucking little joke book now.
Oh, come on.
I had a big one.
God,
You had a little one last time you were on,
I'm a
right?
young man doing my best. Give me a big one.
How old are
right?
you?
23.
All right.
Yeah, come on.
23. How long? What's the longest set you've ever done?
Well, I did 20 minutes on my local Funny Bone once upon a time, yeah.
Wow, 20 minutes. And he kind of looks like a bitch. Red Band, what are you going to say?
I'd love to have you do a little set at the Secret Show.
Oh, really?
Thursday.
Oh, thank you. That'd be,
There you go.
that'd be lovely. That'd be lovely.
Is it Jovan? Am I saying that right? Jovan?
Jovan. Yeah, Jovan.
Jovan, congratulations.
Oh, shit.
Indeed, you are getting a big joke book.
Okay.
Congratulations. There he goes. Jovan Afzali.
guys.
Very
Have a good
good
night.
set, Jovan. Sign up again. Jovan Afzali. All right, that was fun. There's only one way to end an episode like this, ladies and gentlemen, and that is with the record-holding Hall of Famer, ladies and gentlemen, the Memphis Strangler, the Vanilla Gorilla, the Diablo a la Dairy Queen. This is the Big Red Machine, William Montgomery.
My favorite Kentucky Derby horse this year was Flying Mohawk. I love that name. And I think my least favorite name at the Derby this year was John Benet Ramsey's Killer. I asked Red Band if he had a horse, what would he name it? And he said, there goes the neighborhood. That's pathetic, Red Band, you fucking idiot. A morbidly obese murderer on death row is arguing that his obesity will cause him to suffer when he's executed, and that's bad because... Rosie O'Donnell says she has a crush on Lyle Menendez, who, along with his brother, has been in prison for the last 35 years for killing his parents. I know this goes without saying, but Lyle, stay away from that crazy bitch. She'll ruin your reputation, Lyle. Okay, Tony, that's my time. Thank you.
Very good. 57 seconds from the master.
So I was 3 seconds off, Tony. Really?
It was close.
God.
57 seconds.
Fuck!
How does that make you feel knowing?
It sucks, man. I was thinking that was for sure a minute. I was picturing more laughter for some of the jokes, but I was thinking it was going to be right at a minute, but I was 3 seconds short.
You did really good. Speaking of short, what are these camo shorts you're rocking tonight, William? We've never seen
Tony,
this
I was
before.
on Facebook. I scrolled through. I had to follow these different Facebook pages, and I was scrolling through it, and I saw these shorts, and I'm like, I got to get these shorts. And I got the shorts. I'm doing the shorts. I'm still doing the row machine. I'm at 50,000 meters this month. Tony, I'm at 750,000 meters since January 1st.
Wow.
I'm planning on hitting 1 million in June.
Wow.
I'm sponsoring, Tony, you're going to be proud of me. I'm sponsoring St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital.
Whoa. For what?
Each dollar I raise, I have all these different donors, and each meter I go, they're giving me $1.
You have different donors?
I have a couple different donors who are willing to do this. Big people who are down with helping children, sick kids. Why are you laughing at that, you fucking weirdo? You're about to be hooked up onto the same machines, dumbass, when you're dying in the fucking hospital. And I wish I was wrong. I'm trying to get you on the fucking row machine, dude.
Your shorts look like they were in Cam Patterson's bedroom.
Whoa, Red Band recycling jokes from 45 minutes ago. Nailing it. Absolutely.
How do you
crushing.
do that?
It's
How do you
incredible.
remember that?
Harlan says them to somebody else, and then he does them. It's incredible. He's a master of the craft.
It was really funny when the girl was talking about all the death in her life with the car crashes. He was doing good at that. Red Band, you were pretty funny at that.
Yes, he was doing good.
Thank you, William.
I love that there's leaves all over your shirt, your shorts there. If you ever need to wipe your ass, you can just sit down.
I know.
What
Just use
made
the
you
shorts?
What made you fall in love with those camo shorts? Are you hunting on your knees?
No. I don't know,
Hey,
Tony.
it's altar boy season. Let's go.
That's David Lucas merch.
You doing a little duck hunt?
No, I went duck hunting once, Tony. It was the saddest thing.
Tell us about
ever.
it. We need to know.
Oh my God! I was with my buddy Ben Jordan, and I remember we were hitting whippets on the way to his property in Tennessee, and Jordan was hitting him while we were driving, which was scary. And then we ended up shooting shotguns, shooting skeet, and I think that's why I have tinnitus right now because we didn't have earplugs or anything. He shot a couple of ducks, and I just remember thinking it'd be like two buddies up there flying, and then one of them just disappears. Yeah. So I'm never going to participate again. I'll eat them, but I don't want to participate.
How often do you eat duck?
Oh my gosh, Tony. Probably once a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite duck dishes?
Mekong duck. Peking duck.
Okay. Peking duck. It sounds like you're going off on a little thing here.
Ho Chi Minh duck.
Ooh, Ho Chi Minh duck. Yeah, keep going.
Vietnamese duck.
Ooh.
Donald.
Donald.
Quack. Okay. You ever have
Korea City duck? Wait, Korea City's not a place. And that was sad. I'm sorry.
I love the lighting guy tried to jump in on that one.
Yeah, it's trying to help me. Thank you, dumbass. You kind of made it worse.
Wow. How about goose? Have you ever eaten goose? We talked.
Shit, Tony, I ain't never ate goose.
Oh.
No, but seriously, no, I don't like goose.
You don't like goose. Have you tried it?
Yes.
What kind of goose did you have?
Oh my gosh, it was a yellow goose.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was chocolate.
Ooh, chocolate
Yeah, it was a
goose.
chocolate yellow goose.
You ever have blue heron?
Blue heron? Yes, I love it.
Wow, yeah.
Do
what
you?
about flamingo?
Flamingo, never. No, I was at a restaurant.
The
one time
other
that had
gay
it.
meat.
The other.
I mean, come on, flamingos. They're pink. What do they even sound like? Quack, quack.
Wow, Red Band's
That
been
sounded
waiting a long time for a gay flamingo. Wow. Absolutely incredible.
Oh.
Weirdly enough, that's what his mom was doing on my dick last night.
Oh,
Seriously.
Oh.
Making that fucking...
Whoa.
Yeah, it was like a gagging kind of that weird bird kind of shit. It was
Right.
so weird.
Yes.
Oh.
She did do that, didn't she?
I'm sorry, Red Band. I've been trying to be nicer, but when you kind of went after the sick kids, that was kind of fucked up. Seriously.
You're very excited about this partnership with St. Jude. What are some of the ailments that these kids have?
Yeah, we talking lymphoma. We are talking brain cancers. We're talking bone cancers. We're talking different kinds of blood cancer. What's the real popular blood cancer?
Lymphoma.
No, but there's another one.
Oh.
What else is it? Leukemia.
Leukemia, yes.
A lot of leukemia.
How about, are there any more cancers that you could rattle off?
Shit, maybe a little skin cancer. No, I have skin cancer right now, so I shouldn't say that.
No way.
What kind of skin cancer do you have?
Fuck, on my left arm skin cancer.
We're trying to get the party started here. We're trying to get a little momentum.
I know. I messed up with the duck thing. I was trying to think of different Asian cities, Tony, but it didn't work.
What do you got, like melanoma on your arm, my guy?
Well, I don't know yet. It's just an itchy pimple, and that's how the other one started.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did you get it biopsied?
Not yet. I'm
Oh, wow.
scheduled to go in June.
Really? Can I come?
If you want,
I'd love to see
you'd be nice to me in there. I need some support in there. I get scared
I'd
in
love
there.
to go with you to your biopsy, my guy.
Okay.
Oh, what a treat.
Well, thank you. Seriously, thank you.
You're very welcome because I'm not going to be there.
Red Band laughed pretty hard at that. I don't know if you caught that.
Yeah, I
William.
thought I heard him. I thought I heard him.
Yeah.
No, I'll be there, guy. I'll be there.
Okay, thank you.
I'll go with you, my guy.
Yeah. Yeah, incredible. We'll do whatever we have to do. If that itchy pimple turns out to be skin cancer, I'll buy you
a new pair of shoes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
My favorite pair of Nikes.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely. Now, let me ask you this. Let's say you do end up getting diagnosed with skin cancer, and they say, look, we could treat you, but the only place we could treat you is St. Jude's Children's Hospital. And unfortunately, all the beds are filled right now. And it turns out that your plan of rowing for the children backfired because you raised so much money for the kids rowing that there's no longer a bed available for you. What would you say to the kids out there that have cancer at St. Jude's?
I have made you motherfuckers $3 million since January. I get it. You have leukemia or something, but you're going to have to get out of the fucking bed. My uncle lives in Memphis. I have a dear uncle who lives in Memphis. He can live in his pool house. Live in the pool house because I get this bed. I'm going to be the first adult ever to receiving the services at St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. I will be the first adult. So you have to leave little man and go to my fucking uncle's pool house.
And what if he says, please, sir, please stop saying that. I really need this bed.
Keep him down!
What if he says, please stop?
I'm gonna fucking get my knife out of my pocket and run it along his foot and say, I don't think you want this thing in your fucking foot, dude. Get out of your bed, get into the wheelchair, get into my aunt's car, and go to my uncle's pool house, because that's where you're gonna die, dumbass.
Absolutely perfect way to end tonight's episode. This has been, believe it or not, the #1 live comedy show in the world, Kill Tony. Ladies and gentlemen, how about one more time for the Silver Goat, Harland Williams, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. God
Check
bless
out,
you.
of
Thank
course,
you.
you probably already are, but make sure you check out the Harland Highway, the funniest podcast out there without a doubt. Guest of the year, Harland Williams, reigning, defending. Shout out to Jay Styles and Sean Greenberg for joining the band tonight. One more time for D Madness, Michael Gonzalez, Fernando Castillo, Raul Vallejo, Carlos Sosa. The drawing from Ryan J. Ebelt is in. It is of Harland Williams, and it is incredible. Check that out. That art
Looks a lot like Evil Knievel to me.
Yeah, it is. That's Evil Knievel.
Wow.
Let's see what Chris Rogers drew up tonight. Ooh, a little Casey Rocket. It's been a while since we've seen the sweet crab man. Casey Rocket out there touring all around the world. Business is booming. Red Band.
Check out the Sunset Strip, ATX.com, every Thursday. Secret Show. Love you guys.
Absolutely. We will see you guys soon. Madison Square Garden. Still a few tickets remaining, and I'm doing stand-up the night before. Me and some of your favorite characters on the show doing stand-up comedy at Madison Square Garden. I don't know if you guys know this, but last time I was there, I got into a little bit of trubs. So it'll be fun to be back at my favorite arena in the world, the most famous arena in the world. Tickets are on sale now, TonyHinchcliffe.com. And, yeah, that's about it. Live audience, thank you guys. We love you. We'll see you guys soon. Thank you. Good night, everybody.
The Sunset Strip Comedy Club in Austin, Texas is now open. Check out Red Band's secret show every Thursday. Go to sunsetstripatx.com for tickets.
Coming to you live from the Comedy Mothership here in Austin, Texas, for a brand new episode of Kill Tony. Get up for Tony Hinchcliffe!
Who's ready for the best fucking night of their lives, huh?